Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of NMB Takoyaki Party, the podcast about NMB 48. It is episode 98, and we've gotten into kind of the busy season of events, if you're a fan of the group. My name is Matt. I did a lot of events in the past month or so. Also joined by Arda, who just got back from Japan.
Yeah, I spent 10 days in Japan last week.
Yep.
It's quite nice.
To go see Wakapon, but yes, you could not see Wakapon for most of that due to her getting sick.
Well, I was still able to see Wakatan, so it's okay.
So you Oshihen?
No.
Oshihen the Wakatan. Yeah, I don't think you're not coming back to Japan this weekend to go do your makeup Wakapon handshakes.
Well, it's quite stupid, and the plane price is also quite high. And also I have to do SK event here, so yeah, I cannot.
Oh, that's the real Oshihen.
Okay,
from
worse.
NMB to SKE.
No, I just kind of help others.
You could help them by telling them to go to NMB instead.
You're doing them a favor.
But I guess you are also planning another trip to Japan.
Yeah.
Soonish.
I mean, my next plan is gonna be January during Wakatan Setansai or Seijin Shiki.
Yeah.
But if Wakapon decided to do replacement event for Shamekai, I will go in December.
Oh.
We already saw that you're here for Wakatan, obviously, so you're going back to Wakatan, clearly. Speaking of someone who's struggling with his Oshihens and whatnot, we have Jeff.
That's not.
Who claims to be a Chihhi fan, but he's definitely, all evidence and science point to him being a Yayoi fan.
It's both.
I mean, even now, since Hanshin already won the Japan series, so more reason to Ocean to Yayoi.
What does that mean? That means Chihhi will get even more work, so there's more stuff for me to watch.
No, we don't have to hear about baseball for another, 6 months, hopefully. But yeah. So, as we kind of talked earlier, we all had some events in the last couple weeks over in Osaka, but also in Makuhari and Chiba. Mainly the in-person handshake and two-shot shamekai and shoulder chop events, as well as some theater shows as well. So first of all, I'll talk about the theater shows real quick. Arda, you were able to go see a couple theater shows during your trip.
Yeah, I managed to went to 3 theater shows. So, B2, and then 9gen show, and then Team M show for Sion graduation shows. And then, I was really lucky that 2 of the show I got the first row. So it was really good experience and a dangerous one for 9gen because I had no Oshi there, so yeah.
Well, now you have multiple 9th gens you keep talking about.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You go to the 9th gen show, you'll find a bunch of favorites. Unless you're me, in which case I still have only one favorite I'll go to, but in others I like, but I will not. I will not go to a show if my favorite is not there. So basically, if Nijima is not there, I will
it's
not.
It's not
Tenna. Not Tenna, no.
Yeah.
Actually, she hasn't been to any. I went to 2 9th gen shows. She wasn't at any of the ones I went to. But yeah. So yeah, you got to see. You found, I guess, I had a favorite in every one. I guess you had in B2 you cheered for Misaki.
Yeah, right? I saw Misaki, and since I got the second row and then right in front of Misaki position, so I can show her clearly, and she saw me also. But then there was also another Gaijin there.
Vlad,
I guess was there from Mexico.
No,
You got robbed.
And Misaki talked to him in English, from the stage.
Yeah. You saw the 9th gen show, so no Wakatan though.
Yeah, no Wakatan. And initially I wrote for Kojirin, but then in front of him was mostly Nishiyuma and Ryopi. yeah.
Oh yeah.
After that, I was quite become interested in both of them
Oh,
because Nishiyuma
Yeah.
dance is really interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, interesting. It was not really good, but it's quite interesting one the way she moved.
It's entertaining. Yeah. I feel like Misaki has like a similar vibe. Like she doesn't dance well, but it's entertaining to watch her. Yeah, and then you went to Shion's graduation show, as did
Yep.
Jeff,
Yeah, because we both.
because you guys are such big
Yes,
Shion fans.
I mean, so the thing was, the whole week Arda was here. It was like all the Senshiraku were approaching, right? So,
Yeah.
and then Team M, basically, it was only that day, which was Shion Grad in the afternoon, and then Senshiraku in the evening.
Evening.
So,
yeah.
we both applied to both shows, and then only won the Shion Grad. It was our last chance to see M, so.
Yeah, and luckily we got it.
Yeah, I mean, like, for
Yeah, you
for
guys
grad
did.
shows, well, you got canceled, right? You missed it by 3 people or something.
No, that was the B2
Oh, okay.
Senshiraku. I missed by 2 people, by 3 people. I got canceled for a Shion, but I was like, I had no chance because it was like I was 78 with like 50 people there, and they didn't even do the lottery for the graduation show. Which actually was kind of funny because like normally they do like the loser lotteries for people who didn't get in. They'll do like a thing where you get like a 98 ticket or some other like a Miyokuri or whatever. They didn't have any of that for the Shion's graduation show. So by the time like they told us to cut off, like the staff were like, yeah, then there's no lottery for this show because it's a graduation show. And like some guy in front of me, he was like, "This is bullshit."
He only came for that.
Yeah, I mean, me too, right? I had no chance of getting in with like 78 on like a 30-something cancel make. Or 20-something. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, the B2 one I think kind of stung more just because it was so close. Because I was like number 22 with like 14 or 15 I think was the cancel number. And of course everyone showed up. Almost everyone showed up. They cut it off like 2 people in front of me. So if it was one person... Or basically, if they cut it off just in front of me, I would have been way more pissed. But because someone else in front of me got screwed over as well, I'm less angry. I'm like, good, at least drag someone down with me. And then also they had so many people. They did 2 98 tickets for that one, but I didn't win either of those. But it's not like it really matters at this point. I just kind of ironic that you get a 98 ticket for a show you can't use a 98 ticket on. But anyway,
well,
yeah.
Speaking of almost, I also almost got towel from Risa, but when she throw the ball, Risa choose the front row instead of the second row. Yeah, that was quite unfortunate.
Chow went to that show with you too, right?
Yeah, so it's basically only 30 minutes after Chow landed, so it was quite hectic and I didn't prepare anything on my sketchbook.
Not even come to Indonesia or come back to Indonesia.
But I already told Misaki that I will come, so she knew.
Yeah. So a bunch of Indonesian fans came over. Also, Fox got really lucky because she couldn't win any of the shows, but then got canceled. Omake for the M Senshiraku. I think her number was
20
or something.
Yeah, she got 20.
Yeah, and the cancel number I think was like 18 or something. So like she just barely got in. But yeah, so she was lucky. At least her first theater show was Team M Senshiraku. Yeah. So I was really salty because I came 2 days early for the theater and could not win any of them. Couldn't win any shows. So I was really pissed the whole time. I mean, the main reason I came was for the 2-shot event, but this is like the extra bonus, right?
Yeah.
And then I think I honestly part of it was kind of like self-inflicted because I didn't sign up for mobile or Azo for Shion's graduation show because I was trying to give myself like the maximum chance of like winning the Senshiraku. And then I didn't win, and then I tried with Ippon, still didn't win. So,
personally, I don't find Senshiraku that much special. Like if you can get in and then like you know it's your last, then you just enjoy it like it's your last. Like I knew B2 Senshiraku was a weekday and I almost certainly couldn't go. So then like 2 weeks before that I went to what I knew was my last B2, so I just enjoyed it like that.
Yeah, same with me.
I don't know. It was still the same like motherfuckers that go to every single B2 theater show. All went to this one too. Like, there's no such thing as like the cooldown system. I was like, where are all these people at the other shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, one thing to add about Shion Grad. That was my second grad show after Mocha's, which was my very first theater show. But then what was really cool was that Shion brought back all the D2 members.
D2, yeah.
That was cool.
And that was my first time seeing Momone and Yuzu up close.
Yeah.
And and they were the one that I only knew from D2. The others like, who?
Yeah, the others all graduated a long time ago, basically. And looked so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was actually my first graduation show ever that I ever attended. So among NMB and JKT48. Yeah, that was my first. Yeah, so I was kind of confused whether to follow along the project or just doing my Wakapon pen.
No, you should follow.
Color.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, I follow it. Yeah, but then the chant was quite low.
Yeah, overall the cheering was low.
It's kind of weird. Yeah, the atmosphere is kind of solemn and not really happy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's their Oshi's graduating.
Yeah.
I remember my first grad show. Also, my only grad show. It was on Chu. That was still in the Corona.
And your first theater show was like her grad announcement, and then you like had to come back 2 weeks later or something.
2 weeks later. Yeah. Anyway, then let's rewind a little bit back towards the week before, which was the Makahari handshake event, in-person handshake event. So, it's like the first one with like COVID is over, but they still had some restrictions, but then other restrictions were not there. So like we didn't have to wear masks, so that was good. I think that helped with a lot of like the communication stuff, but we still had to wear gloves. Like the fans still had to wear gloves. Members did not have to wear gloves. So
you still have the barrier with the prison like opening at the bottom.
The glove at Macquarie were quite dumb because there were two variants of a glove, so the one is small one and the other is quite big, so the one with the small one is really hard to wear. I had difficulty wearing it.
Yeah, same. I think almost all the members I had the small variation. I think Wakapon was the only one that did not have the that had the
I watched you
one.
struggle for like 30 seconds in Misaki's lane.
When there's like no one in front of her. Yeah. I also guess on that day, because it was like close to Halloween, so I dressed up as Wario for that. So that was fun. Got some good responses from that. Not a whole lot of members dressed up though. Like I was expecting more members to dress up, but like only a handful of them did.
Yeah,
or if it was like a very boring. It's like I'm a maid or something.
Misaki dressed up as a witch.
Yeah.
And then Wakapon wore China dress during slot 5 and 6.
Okay, I didn't get China Wakapon. I think I had her for like slot 7 or slot 8. So, Nishiyuma had like Disneyland like mouse ears because she's like in Disney Halloween mode or whatever. Also another cool thing they did at these both the handshake events as well as the 2-shot event is they did a special like thing. So if you bought the CD at the venue, you'd be able to go and do a miyakuri with Ninth Gen members. And it's like a group of like 2 or 3 of them at a time. Some of them had a group of 4, and it was like they told you beforehand which groups were which. But it was really weird because it was like so they still had the barrier or whatever, but there's like no like Hagashi or someone like to push you around. So it was actually very, very free. You could just kind of stay there forever if you wanted to. So that it was like a really neat, kind of chill thing.
Yeah, it was quite free at Macquarie, but not really on ATC.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially at Makuhari because like it was actually open.
Yeah.
Later they put up like a fake wall thing to kind of block it off, but you can still see from the sides. But the ATC Hall one was more like sealed off, completely sealed off. You couldn't see unless like you went up the escalator. You could see above, but yeah. But yeah, I got a chance to like see a lot more members there. Like I think I went to the Tenna lane, which is like Tenna. I think it's different. I had Tenna, Ayami, and I think Ryo.
Okay.
For the Makuhari one, and then for the one at ATC Hall, it was like instead of Ayami, it was Kojirin. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
and then the Nishiyuma group was really loud. It was like Nishiyuma, Misora, and Sayuki. And they're so loud, just kept screaming so much you could like hear them from like outside.
It was only at ATC, right? I don't think they did it at Makuhari for Nishiyuma group.
Oh, it was the same group.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't like quite understand the instructions or whatever, so I missed meeting them at the Makuhari. But like, you had only like 10, like the cutoff time was like 10 or 15 minutes after it started.
Yeah.
The slot was like only like a half hour long. So I didn't realize that. And like, instead of like, just have a guy, the staff there saying, "Oh, we're done selling them." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay."
Yeah,
even though the line was empty.
Yeah, they limit the people who queuing for Omikuri. Rather than at ATC, they really open it until long queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at Makuhari, I went to Kojirin, Wakaten, and Ryopi. Yeah, because Kojirin was the first person, and I actually went to her at Makuhari, so she recognized me, and Wakatan was really quite surprised.
Dangerous.
Like, yeah, like she looked all how? With how look? Yeah, it was quite fun.
Did you try to talk to them equally, or just like focused on the one you like?
I talked to Kojirin and Wakatan mostly because I at the time I really don't know about Ryopi that much.
Yeah, that was kind of my experience with like the tenant group. Like Rayo was just there, but I couldn't really. She was in the middle too. So
yeah,
like,
I mean,
didn't really have
yeah, Ryopi was at the middle too.
But yeah, the handshake events were okay.
But actually before Makuhari event, I was quite distracted at that night before Makuhari. Yeah, so I was supposed to prepare for some conversation on the next day, right? For the what day on Sunday, but yeah, that some news appeared, and it quite distracted me on that night.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah,
because it definitely had like a different like vibe in the venue. It definitely felt a little weird, but yeah, we'll talk about that later when we get to that. How were your handshakes, Jeff?
It's good. Yayoi did she wore cat ears, and so then a group of fans decided to also wear cat ears. The committee bought some cat ears to hand out. That was fun. It's like the deer parade, but less weird.
Yeah, I guess we did a similar thing for Karen. Like one of the lanes was like the pink, like the pink line or whatever, the pink mob, pink cult, where everyone wore pink and went to her lane. But the committee also did the same thing, where they handed out like these like pink ribbons, and you could wear those if you didn't have pink. Like I was dressed up as Wario, so I didn't have any pink, obviously, except for my nose, which I painted pink. But yeah, that was all right. So that's the handshake. I think it's getting a little better. I think maybe I'm getting better at it, but it's still like sensory overload, too many things happening at once, versus like the more chill atmosphere of the online ones.
I mean, you used to go to these too, right? Or are you still recovering after COVID? And these are restarting.
I'm still like recovering. I'm still recovering. I mean, we'll see like what they do next time, right? If they decide to go more in person or even it out more instead of just doing like 2 or 3 in-person events and then the rest online, or if they can do half and half. Like we saw, like based on the sales, that like the in-person ones were,
Yeah.
almost everyone sold out.
It's even though
Slots.
they were 1 week apart. Yeah, even Kanto sold okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Kanto. It was kind of surprising. Like more than I remember.
Yeah, more than last time, I think.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, quite a lot.
I mean, when you have only like 2 releases a year and then only 1 event in each place, then yeah, it's rare, so more people will want to come. So
Yeah. And also-
management gets more return on their investment of doing an event, but it's also it's frustrating to have such long gaps between events.
And also, it kind of helped. It was helped by AKB having the same event on the same venue.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I know of a number of people who also got AKB tickets, like you.
Yeah. Well, because I never saw AKB in person before. Korean AKB, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so might as well.
Who did you go to?
I went to Orin.
Oh
and
wow, really?
Manaka. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, then I guess we'll move on to like what was like the main event, the main gimmick or whatever, which was the 2-shot event, which I did this for the album back in end of April. But now is for the single, you had to buy 2 CDs to get 1 ticket. And then the extra bonus thing for this was they take the picture and then you take a few steps and then across the barrier thing, the member would chop your back, like chop your shoulders or whatever. So I think when we first heard this like information, like we felt like it was gonna be really weird or whatever, but I thought it was actually quite
it's
way
quite
better than I
nice. Yeah.
imagined.
Yeah, same.
It's like a whole it brings a whole new level of like I don't know, like don't want to say intimacy or whatever, but between like the member and the fans.
Yeah.
It's like,
and we still kind of talk to them during the shoulder and chop.
yeah, which is kind of funny because like it's like in like the rules or instructions they had like on the website, it was like saying like you're not allowed to talk to the members while they're doing this, but they didn't really enforce it, and so you can still kind of talk to them.
Yeah, so you like walk together to like the spot where you walk in the booth, take the picture, and then you both have to walk forward a little bit to the spot where you do the massage, and then they do the massage, and then you can or while you're walking, you have like 2 seconds to say something. Basically, and then after the massage, you say like you turn around, oh, that was great, thank you, and something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still remember Misaki asking me that what is called in English.
That's funny.
Yeah. I just said, I don't know, shoulder massage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just very funny like, for her. Like, I think it was one of the first ones I went to, and then like, I mean, she actually was kind of hard, but I kind of played it up, and I was like, "Oh, ow, that really hurts," and she laughed. So that was kind of funny. I mean, you can kind of like mess around with the members with that. And I guess the other memorable one was with Mew. So like, I told her, okay, let's do like the super poo poo time pose or whatever. So she did her poo pose, and then I did like a pose of me taking a shit. And then after the picture was being taken, she noticed what I was doing and got really angry at me. And so while she was doing her shoulder massage, she was like hitting me like angrily. Like, that was really funny.
So, and then like, so almost all members did a thing where it did left, right, so 4 hits.
Yeah.
But then like, Chihhi added like one extra like tap on the shoulders with 2 hands. And then like Anju did like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right. Really quick.
Very fast. Yeah.
So like the staff weren't like luckily the staff weren't like, no, you're giving more, like this is unequal treatment, like fans are paying the same but you're giving more or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an idea, but I got distracted by different ideas I do for Karen. Like, I wanted to ask her to do the massage, but do it like in the Terminator theme song way.
Oh.
Like the doom. But like, we're too busy talking about Fast and Furious that she ended just like talking about
Family.
Dom while she was giving me the massage. Yeah, family. Yeah.
Didn't someone say? Someone
I'll
said
kinda
your
like Matt
shoulders are really soft.
Oh yeah, that's Yunanan. Yeah, she's like, "Well, you're way softer."
She just
than I
called
thought."
you fat.
I'm more like a stuffed ant, like a
You're
mascot
you're
style
fluffy.
character, I guess. Fluffy, yeah. Also, her was really funny because like I had spent so much time like I was trying to set it up. I was trying to explain, okay, hey, the scene from the Maramara NMB 48, can we do that? So I ended up like spending so much time trying to explain it to her, and then she got it, and then midway afterwards we were like having a conversation about the show or whatever, and then then when she hit me, she realized, oh wait, you're really soft. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Actually, that was like my last one of the night too, because I was supposed to have Walk-Upon as well, but she got sick.
Well, thanks to that, I added my turn at slot 7 and managed to buy some souvenirs on the way back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also did Gaijin train for Karen, right?
Yeah, we had like 5. It was like 3 Indonesians, 2
Is
Americans.
it for 2-shot or handshake?
For 2 shots.
2
well.
shot, yeah.
Yeah, for 2 shots.
But actually, it ended up getting broken up because I think the 4 of you guys went, and then I was last. But then like a wheelchair person, had to cut in front of me. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, also, we skipped the Osaka handshakes, but like a lot of foreigners came on that day, so that was fun. Like, I introduced like so many foreign fans to like Chihhi.
Yeah.
So it's like the first event where it's like completely open to and easy to come to Japan now.
Yeah, but if your passport is new, you have to go to Universal Desk first to get your tickets.
Yeah, I mean, usually it's best for foreigners to get your tickets checked, because like the staff at the lanes often don't know how to like look at the passport, or there's no address on your passport, so they get worried or something.
Yeah, it's really inconsistent too, because some of them like they don't care, and some of them are really strict about it. So actually, I don't know. I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, it's really funny because we had like our little like gaijin circle of like us like just talking in between slots or whatever. I think at first it was like 3.
It kept growing and growing.
Like, a couple more show up. Yeah, it kept growing. Yeah, by the point I think we had like 10 or 12 of us all like in a big circle. It was pretty funny. Like we're taking over ATC Hall. I think the other fun thing with this both days was like we had like we went to Torii Kizoku in ATC Hall after both events. Actually, it's funny. We had like 6 people for both nights, but like different people. Because like Arda and Jeff went on Saturday, but then we had more people on Sunday as well.
Yeah, I skipped the Monday.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I skipped the Sunday one.
Now on Saturday we sat next to the Orange Cult. The Sadharu fans drowning their sorrows.
Yeah. And like no one on Sunday though. No, there was not really that many people there on Sunday. It was really weird because like I ended up having like me and Ardo. We waited like 45 minutes or half hour to get our table for 6 of us or whatever. And then I went in around the same time and it was empty. And I was like, oh, I have 6 people coming, but they're gonna be coming like a half hour later. Is that okay? And like, yeah, just come on in. You can sit here. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think that's like another. I mean, we also talk about like how like after the concerts, going out and like drinking and eating and talk about it is like part of the experience. Yeah, so I think it carries over to the handshake event as well. Problems don't really get to do that often because, like, for example, like the Kanto ones, like me or Ryan always have to like go home like right afterwards.
Well, I mean, that's me in Kansai.
That too, right? Yeah, which is even dumber.
Making me stay until like the last train just because you want to eat your fried cheese at Toriki.
My fried cheese ball, yeah. Yeah. It was a really fun time. Actually, the same day that Sunday was also the same day that the Hanshin won the championship.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happened, but I think Rich and some of the other people were thinking of like going out to Dotonbori.
Arda went to Dotonbori.
Yeah, I mean, on that night, I actually went to Dotonbori before Hanshin won, and there were a lot of police there. and you cannot stop at the Tonbori Bridge. So yeah, you cannot take picture at Glicoman and others. Yeah, so you should need to just walk past by the bridge.
Did you try to jump in the river?
No, where should
I think I saw some articles saying I think like 40 people still jumped in the river that night, but no one was hurt. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that was fun. Yeah, for the other guys who like went and saw, they did like the whole event. I think they all thought like it actually was really fun that they did the shoulder chop thing. So hopefully they. I don't say they should keep doing this, but I guess it loses its like value over time, maybe. But I mean, it used to be like the thing they did at Miyokuri instead of Miyokuri at the theater.
I mean,
So,
also
who knows?
the fact like two shots used to be albums only, and then now this time they made it a
Yeah.
2 CD set, so it's the same price. So
Yeah.
are they?
And it helps boost sales
Who
even
knows
further.
if they're gonna do 2 shots every release now?
every event.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one thing, I guess actually they're actually doing it for this as well. We already talked about this before, but yeah, they don't normally do like the normal 2 shots, but they'll sometimes do the Nambashiki 2-shot thing, which they'll be doing in a day or two by the time you hear this. So I'll be going to that. Fox will also be going to that. Where basically you're buying tickets for the lane and you don't find out which member you got until the time slot starts. So it's kind of like a blind box style 2-shot. So you may get a member you like, you may get a member you don't like. But they're only doing this for Senbatsu, so for me, a decent chance of getting a member I like. But also, I didn't buy too many anyway. I'm just doing this for fun, for the novelty, really.
Yeah, so they
Uh,
are gonna be split into 2 groups, right? Group A and Group B.
yeah, and it's like nine members, 9 lanes each. So, in addition to that, though, they'll also be doing the makeups, handshakes for Ray and Wakapon because they were sick on a couple, or they were late, or they missed their handshake events for some reason on some of those days. So actually, I have tickets for Ray when she was supposed to be there.
Oh, okay.
And I also have tickets for Wakapon, so I'll probably be using those, and it's only a few tickets, though. It's not that many. So I'll be checking that out. Yeah. So yeah, those were the events. So those were fun. So we're gonna jump over to the news now. So we have quite a bit of news to talk about this month. Starting off with, I guess, and now it's back the recurring segment, I guess, of Graduation Watch. Which it seems like this happened like forever ago, but I mean, I guess it happened.
Yeah, we thought Nagisa would stop this for a while, but nope.
No.
It seems like she accelerated it.
Yeah, or I think even like the new teams, whatever, might have done that as well. But yeah, so Sadano Haruka, aka Sadharu, announced graduation like at the end of October, right? And
Yeah,
Mm.
mid October.
Yeah.
Actually, so I went to this show and she was literally right in front of me. So I went to this show because it was Team Yayoi performed in Team N for the first time in a long time, and then I got first row, like almost the center, like just to the left, and then that's happens to be where Sadharu stands in the last MC, like when they announced like, oh, thank you for the coming, blah blah blah, and then she said like, oh, before we go on to the Miyokuri, I have an announcement.
oh shit,
And then, yeah, yep. I think it's the first grad announcement I saw in
Wow.
person. Well, at the theater. I've seen it. I've seen like Yuri announce graduation at the tour in 2019, and Ryan
Well,
was
you
right next
saw
to me.
Uka also announced the graduation. Yeah. At the
Oh yeah, at the
concert,
concerts. Yeah, but in the
Yeah.
theater is the first one, and obviously I'm never gonna get closer than this. So it was weird because there was a ton of Sadharu fans at that show. But they were behind me, so I'm just like sitting there, feeling kind of bad that I'm like in the first row and they're all behind me, like probably crying. Also, Yayoi was on the side, on the very edge of the stage. Like she started crying really hard because she really likes Sadharu.
Yeah, so her.
And I just kept looking. I kept looking over at her.
Yeah, so her timing when she announced it was after the last date to apply for offline event, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so you cannot apply anymore for her.
Yeah, so then at the handshake, it was really sad too because if she announced earlier, she would have give her like her fans would have a chance to buy more handshake tickets, but she didn't sell out that much, and her lane was
Yeah,
empty as usual.
even at ATC, her lane was quite empty and sad to look at. It's quite surprising, actually.
Yeah, so if like according to her fans, like if you paid attention to her, like even if she's not your
Like the last
number one,
or
she
so.
hasn't. Yeah, she hasn't been tweeting. Hasn't she used to write her blog every day, even though she's like a veteran member now. But then she stopped a few months ago. Like she deleted a bunch of stuff from her profiles on Instagram and Twitter, I think. Just in general, like was kind of giving hit, and then she also like didn't promote this round of handshake events. So I've heard that a lot of her hardcore fans kind of got they took the hint that she was probably gonna announce,
Which would explain why like her sales weren't that good.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's like she's not promoting, so then people don't try hard to buy. But then if they also realize, oh, maybe she's gonna graduate, and then they want to talk to her for the last time, then they will buy some more. It's like a mix of both, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she then like in her announcement speech, she said like she has always been she really cares about like her ranking in the group. Like she's always been super competitive, like back when she did ballet and stuff. So she's not really like she said she doesn't feel like she can go higher in the group. And then she literally said there are a lot of other reasons, but that's the main one.
Like yeah, if you think like back to
Yeah,
like non-battle 2, right? Like her closest chance of being like higher ranked was non-battle 2, and her fans kind of gave her like some false hope because I think like in the preliminary she was like 5th.
Oh yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And it ended up being what, like 8th or 9th or something.
Seventh or 8th.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Apparently that killed all of her motivation, which is like kind of for me that's kind of,
I mean, she's
a turn off or whatever. Like you
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously you've never been you would never like the type of member like her anyway, right?
Yeah, but even then, like, you got 7th, you should be way happy to be that. Like, there'll be so many members who would
I mean,
wish to be in that.
Because your Oshi didn't even make Senbatsu.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, you can always, it's like, you can always say that. It's like, first world problems, right?
Sadharu
Senbatsu problems. But, I don't know. I think a lot of it is also like, she won the BIS, it was BIS, right?
Yeah.
The modeling, or was it? And then she barely appeared in the magazine, didn't get additional modeling work from it. And like, we always talk about she's been supported by a small number of fans who buy a lot of handshake tickets. And that didn't translate to, like sustainable popularity or whatever.
Yeah, basically it's quite hard to attract new fans to her.
Yeah. Yeah, even in the past we joke about the orange cult, right? Like all the fans are super hardcore and it's hard to like be a new fan and feel welcome or something.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like recently in the past year or so, NMB has really, really pushed outside work for members. Like we joke about it, like hashtag real work, or like
real work trademark,
outside work TM. Yeah. But like it's like they try to like for example, Iapyeon plays Splatoon, and they like immediately get her this MC role in the Splatoon tournament. Or like Shiori loves gorillas now, and now she suddenly has work related to zoos and stuff. But then Sadharu didn't really have anything like that.
The only other thing that comes to mind, like
that sets her apart.
Yeah, like she was part of the rugby ambassador, right? But that was
oh yeah,
she was Nagisa's replacement.
I think that also died.
Yeah, because Uka left too. So it would have just been Karin.
Oh yeah,
she's still promoting him. For
Karin Karin like kept tweeting about the Rugby World Cup, even though Japan got eliminated a month ago.
Yeah. She like still poses like in front of the picture, like in Osaka Station or whatever. Yeah. And I guess you think of like her other things.
Yeah,
like
it's
her YouTube channel where she did ballet or whatever. Like she stopped doing that like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean she only upload 3 videos, then stop uploading anymore.
I mean, at the beginning it was sponsored by like the Osaka Tourism Board or something, right? Because she went around to those tourist sites and just. But it's like so weird. It's not really a thing that is sustainable. Like you film one video and that's it.
Hey, she got like that like solo scene part in the Done music video.
Yeah, that's
where like she's randomly dancing, doing ballet dancing. Like she was the only other member besides like Mikana to get like a solo shot thing like that.
Yeah, but then apparently she was not quite satisfied with that.
Yeah. But like she's always been like
she's 21 and like she said like I only have one life to live, so it's not just about being an idol. So
yeah, because Shell seemed like she was like, I mean, we could argue about this maybe, but like she seems like she is like the top, if not one of the top 6th gen members. It's like basically between her and Shinshin, though Shinshin also had like her ups and downs. Like right now, you could probably say Shinshin might be the current top 6th gen member.
Yeah, basically before Yuina take over with her Gurume lab. Her Lady Gurume.
Yeah. So it all seemed like just because she was always like kind of like a safe Senbatsu member. Like there was like no chance of her getting dropped because management liked her enough. She was popular enough, had like had the fan support or whatever. So she could have definitely like stuck around for like another 5 years, and be like and hold a Senbatsu spot.
Yeah, but as you said, the others had more momentum recently, like Shinshin with the modeling stuff. And then Yuina Gourmet, and now even Karin with the
Dazzlin
fashion and the costume design.
I don't have that on the thing. I should probably mention that anyway. I'll put that later. But yeah, but definitely seemed like I think it would have been like between her and like Yuina would have been like the last 2 like 6th gen members to stay around, just due to age and just like quote unquote success or whatever. So yeah, so it seems like kind of soon for her, but hey, she's been in the group for 5 years already, so.
And she said she wanted to actually graduate as Team N, but then like I don't know, just due to scheduling issues, she didn't have time to announce until like the 2nd or 3rd last Team N show. So then now she has to perform for like a month in the new Team M.
Yeah, but
stage.
Then unlike Nagisa and Mochan, she decided to do the Sonichi for Team M.
Yeah, okay, so some people are shitting on her for like quote unquote stealing a spot, but so Sadharu, her only thing is like performing in the theater, so like she has to give her fans something in their last month. Nagisa said she explained her decision because she's like way too busy to properly practice for the new show and the concerts and everything. And Mochan management hates Mochan, so let Sadharu have her moment.
Her last show has not been decided yet, right? Yeah.
No, but they announced that she will not perform in the Christmas and Nagisa Grad concerts
in December.
So it's probably before those dates.
But she's still doing, I think, all of the online Handshake events because they haven't canceled or stopped selling for like the 23rd and 24th.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
that's true.
Unless like she'll have like a Fuuwa situation where
Yeah.
her graduation stage is before.
Yeah, suddenly. Yeah, who knows? This is so weird though. Like your last activity being online Hanshkai. You like literally the last person, like their call ends, and then it's like she's sitting there like, well, I guess I'm not an idol anymore. I think they're gonna like refund her last
I
online
don't think
dates
they're
or
gonna do
something.
that. They will just
Yeah, because
let it over. Or probably
They're force her
Yeah.
to do it.
probably just gonna do her last show during the last week of December.
But then, if that's the case, I think she would want to perform in the concerts.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just. Who knows
Yeah.
what management will do
Yeah.
this time? Oh,
yeah,
it's too bad. I was liking Sadharu a lot more
Oh.
recently.
yeah. I was gonna say like you're out of like all of us here, you're probably the biggest Sadharu fan.
It also helps that Yayoi loves her. So
Well, I mean, we use her in many emojis in our Discord as well.
Yeah, yeah. No more Sadharu jokes.
Yeah.
now we can they'll still live on. We still use Anchu and Ion
And we cannot use Sadharu
lots of
anymore
other
for
members.
Instagram viewer, Insta Live viewer.
Yeah.
Well, she stopped doing Insta lives.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, like the joke, this inside joke was like, so I think Sadharu would do an Insta Live, but she'd only have like 100 viewers. So we said now,
It was always like exactly 100.
yeah. So then like now, whenever we see like a member doing like Insta Live or whatever, like we equate like the equation is one Sadharu means okay, she has 100 viewers right now.
So, yeah, so like someone had. Oh, there are 1.5 Sadharus watching.
Yeah. Or 0.6 Sadharus or something.
That's equivalent to 1 Yunanan.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Sadharu is leaving. I guess you can still maybe buy tickets for her for the last 2 events in December. If you want to say goodbye to her. Assuming management doesn't cancel those events, but yeah.
Get the CD shipped to you just so that you ship them back.
It's like a money laundering scheme or something. Okay.
Free CO2 emissions.
Next, speaking of graduated members, I guess past tense now. We kind of talked about this last time, but with Fuuwa, so we were talking about her old graduation announcement or whatever, and like the whole situation was really kind of weird, because like she announced it and then like, oh, she's leaving 2 weeks later. So she did, 2 weeks passed. She did a special Konmari Live for the Will Be Idol as a revival stage, but it's called We Are Idol, which was a quite good, very good show. I'd say it was better than the Konmari Live and better than the Yume Nige Konmari Live. Shots fired. Anyway, it was really good. And then her grad show, Team N, was also like very good. Like I think kind of the kind of joke we were making while like watching him was like, oh, Fuuwa kind of saved all her energy for these last 2 shows because it kind of commented on how like she was like not very enthusiastic or didn't really try that hard, like leading up to this point. So yeah, so she graduated, officially or whatever, and then she was supposed to stick around for another week or so for the in-person handshake events and the Shameikai. But then on the night of October 28th, which was Saturday, so the night before the first in-person handshake event, NMB official put out a blog post saying that Fuuwa is not feeling well and will be withdrawing from her remaining activities and is no longer in the group, effective immediately.
Yeah, basically the night before the event.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we saw that announcement, I think we all like kind of like did like the, oh yeah, she's sick, alright, just sick of the fans. That's the, or, I don't know. So there's a whole lot of like, discourse going on with that, like,
Yeah.
Fuuwa really, it's like the final fuck you from Fuuwa or whatever.
I actually read that when I have just reached the hotel. So what? How?
Yeah, that's the thing that Art was talking about before. Like, I bought tickets for Fuuwa, now I can't see her. I mean, I had the same thoughts as well. I was like, oh, well, I guess I don't get to say goodbye to her. Oh, well. I mean, at least I got Jeff to write that goodbye message for me on the card, but who knows if it actually got to her. Because it's such a sudden departure for her. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, so a lot of, like, for like an hour or two, everyone's kind of, like, pissed at Fuuwa for that. And then, at this point, I'm just going to put out a content warning. Hey, we're going to be talking about, like, some explicit stuff. So I'll have a timestamp in the description so you can skip ahead if you don't want to hear about this, but it gets pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah. A few hours later, basically some like, posts were going around, like, online, basically saying, hey, there's, like, some video of Fuuwa going around, and it's, like, very explicit. So I think when most people saw some of those, like, tweets or whatever, we thought it was just, like, random spammers or whatever, because there's a lot of, like, random trolls that like to, like, jump on that kind of stuff. But it turns out, actually, yeah, there is an actual, like, explicit video of her. It's kind of uncomfortable to talk about, so if I'm laughing, it's not because I think it's funny. I think it's like, kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the video was spreading online through various means or whatnot. So, I saw it. Arda, you saw it?
Well, I was
Jeff,
still awake when
when it happened.
Yeah, when it happened, when the hashtag was quite a lot in Twitter, in X, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah.
That night I slept at 2 a.m. I think. Yeah, so I monitored X while distributing my tickets from Jeff that I got from Jeff. Yeah. Yep.
It's like late night or whatever.
Yeah, but previously we already heard it, that there was a rumor about the video right before it actually happening. It happened. It exploded on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there were also, like, some pictures of her, so, like, in the hotel with, so that was all happening. It's just a really weird time to happen. It's, like, super late. So, kind of, like, the timing seems really suspicious. Like, okay, management, I guess, did they, like, know beforehand, and, like, okay, well, we gotta kick her out, quote unquote, kick her out, or make up some reason for why she's not gonna be participating. Because I don't think she wanted this to happen.
Yeah, and also I think that the corporate knows about the Handshake event, so they really try to match it, the timing of the release to the night before Handshake event.
Yeah, I guess you have, like, one.
You mean the people who released the video? Yeah, definitely, to cause, like, maximum chaos.
Which means probably did, like, Fuuwa know and she told management, or management found out, whatever, So then they basically tried to do as much damage control as they could.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that originally when she announced graduation and was gonna leave in less than 2 weeks, we all thought something was strange. Now we know this is why. So probably, like, she was getting threats, like the person was gonna release it. So, it's revenge porn.
Yeah. And then was like, blackmail or whatnot,
Yeah, which is horrible. So it's a horrible situation.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah. So definitely when, like, management put up the statement saying, oh yeah, she's not feeling very well. Actually, yeah, there's actually some truth to that. She actually was probably, not feeling great.
Yeah,
having this come out.
Mentally is... I don't want to speculate too much, but, like... Yeah. It could be why she wasn't performing well for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of feel bad for her. She definitely is, like, a victim in this situation. Yeah, it's been kind of shitty for everyone involved. So anyway, hopefully Fuuwa is doing all right, and I don't know, maybe we'll hear from her again, or maybe we never hear from her again.
Yeah, we don't know. Hopefully her future career.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you were talking about the mood in the event.
Yeah.
So I woke up that morning, like, a little bit early, so I could eat breakfast at the hotel and get ready, have plenty of time. But then I spent, like, almost an hour catching up on all the news, like Discord and Twitter, like, oh god. So that, like, really ruined that morning for me.
Jeff was literally the meme of the guy off the pizza coming to the burning house.
It was quite hard. I also really had hard time to prepare for the Sunday event that day.
Yeah, but then like, I think as we kind of mentioned, yeah, like the atmosphere at the venue was like, I don't know. My general impression was like it's just like it's like kind of like no one's really talking about it because like everyone knows but doesn't talk about it. So like okay, that's good, I think. But it just felt kind of awkward. It felt very tense, kind of.
Yeah,
Plus, they have like Mo-chan, which is like Fuuwa's best friend.
Yeah, and since I didn't visit Mo-chan, Zion, or Miyu, I really don't know about them reaction for this. Well, maybe some fans were gonna ask about Fuuwa to them, but yeah, I'm not really sure.
For me, it didn't come up in conversation or anything.
I saw like some report. I think it was like some Mo-chan report, and someone said like they talked about like Fuuwa, and I was like, oh hey, tell Fuuwa I said hi.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
the guy. Yeah, it's a guy I follow who's a Mochi Fuuwa fan, and he tweeted his conversation with Mo-chan saying, he went up to Mo-chan like really upset, and then she was like, oh, and Mo-chan was like, oh yeah, you wanted to see Fuuwa, right? And then he's like, yeah, and if Mo-chan tried to comfort him, like, she's okay, she's just resting now, so. Yeah, something like that. And then, they're like, Mo-chan said like she was contacting Fuuwa.
Yeah. So, good on Mo-chan. Management should promote her more. For at least doing like whatever she could do in regards to like, damage control or whatnot, right? So
it's too late now.
Yeah, right.
Well, hopefully there won't be any after effect after this Fuuwa incident. Yeah, because I heard rumor that there are still more incidents that need to be revealed. Yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, this is like the worst thing you can have for an idol, right? Like when it's just a dating thing, there's some pictures, but it's nothing criminal.
Yeah.
But there's crime involved here, and there's like crazy.
Yeah. Probably a 48
pretty
group,
explicit.
A 48 group first, right? But it's like such a mess. Like if you went and checked like her hashtag or whatever, you just see all this bullshit. So like I did like my part to like try to flood.
Fear the
ride the wave
with it. So I put up a.
You just want to ride the wave.
yeah, clout chasing, right? No, like I put up like a clip from her graduation show, did the Machujin part. I really liked, and actually got like it has like 92,000 views on Twitter, so it's like it's like crazy, and then like a bunch of likes and stuff. So I'm not sure if it's like, obviously I want to troll people, like hey, check this out. But then also I think maybe some people who were like, oh yeah, hey, this guy's doing the good work, or whatever, because you've got a lot of like engagement with that as well. But
so for me, after that day, I haven't seen anything, but I always curate my Twitter. Like I don't go on the feed. I only look at my own list.
Following one or whatever.
So I don't know if it it's died down.
Yeah, it is died down. There was
still
nothing,
circulate.
any continuous effect after that.
Yeah,
basically only that video, and it's over.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't. Fuuwa was not. I mean, she was known among wotas, especially with like her recent gravure and stuff. But she has like no mainstream fame.
Yeah.
Whereas Suchan was like getting mainstream-ish with her. She's getting into the major like Playboy magazine or whatever. So that, even though it's like quote unquote not as bad of a it's bad for idols because it was like Johnny's and also two of them, so that had more reverberations.
Where Fuuwa is like kind of like an unknown quantity. So okay, then hopefully obviously the Fuuwa gang or whatever has, who knows.
Yeah, let's just hope that they will be more professional about this.
Yeah, obviously what happens in the past, you can't change the past, but prevent anything happening in the future, or at least literally put the fear of God into anyone from wanting or even thinking about doing something like this. Anyway, let's get back on track with some like lighter news, I guess, with Jeff and the Chihhi minute. You can talk about Chihhi.
Yes, the best news. This is the best way to get back on track. Chihhi will be in a play next February to March, so it's a pretty huge one. It's Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's like a mobile game.
Yeah, it's like kind of like.
And apparently, no, I've never played. No, I don't play mobile shit.
Except for NMB Casual Party Mahjong.
Yes. Hey, Mahjong is a real game.
Yeah. Anyway, I think this is like a weird like.
But,
it's like a Final Fantasy like collaboration, like a bunch of like all the different Final Fantasies come together, and it's mobile game bullshit.
I think there's an original story.
Yeah.
It's not like Cloud and fighting like
Yeah, it's not like Dissidia where others
I don't know.
fight against others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well, they'll have like guest members.
Cloud and Tidus or whatever.
Thinking of the other. There's another Final Fantasy mobile game that came out that was like this, like Travelers or something. Anyway, yeah.
Apparently this one has been adapted as a musical in the past. But this one is like the first, they call it straight play in Japanese. It's like a non-musical play. And then apparently the like producer or director does a bunch of did a near Automata play and like a bunch of other these 2.5D type plays.
Well, I mean, it's all
so it's
Square
a pretty
Enix,
big production.
So it makes sense,
yeah, it's at a pretty big theater in Tokyo.
Is it like the AIIA theater, or is that something else?
No, let me double check the name, but it's in like Yurakucho. It's like the capacity is like 700.
Okay.
And there's like a bunch of like some boy group act as the like male leads. And like I know one of them is like OWV, one of Yoshimoto's other groups. So Yoshimoto kind of it definitely has some hand in this. But then Chihhi being in it means, she's one of the first choices as like, oh, we want someone from NMB to be the actress. So here you go. Oh, it's called Hewlett Hall, Tokyo, the venue. Yeah, it's 2 weeks. So I'm going to go to the first weekend. It happens to be a 3-day weekend. I heard from a lot of other Chihhi fans who applied for the Senshiraku the last weekend. They didn't win. Probably because all the boy group fangirls applied for the last day. But I won mine, no problem. So she plays like a white mage character. Like I heard from my friend who played this game a little bit, like that character is like super weak and useless in the story. But in the like description from the play, they say like, oh, she's a strong-willed like princess something. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm looking for.
Yeah, of course they won't put useless as a description.
Yeah, she's like the female lead. So.
Well, since this is an international audience, you might know Hard Gay, like the comedian from a while ago in Japan. Razor Ramon, like I don't know if he's actually a wrestler or it's like a character.
Razor Ramon, you mean?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't he dead?
No, they say it's. No, what? So there's like the actual wrestler Razor Ramon, but then this comedian is named Razor Ramon, Hard Gay.
Okay.
So he it was 20 years ago. He pretends to be a gay guy who like walks around wearing tight clothes and like humps the air. It's like super inappropriate nowadays, but yeah. So he's like Yoshimoto comedian. So he's playing this. He's in this. And he's like the guy Chihhi is betrothed to marry. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Yeah. Check it out if you're in Tokyo in February.
Yep. Moving along. So there was like that showroom bullshit contest from a couple months ago that Mako was really like sweaty over. So for a mini regular model gig, so I think it was Mako, Rapon, and Hono, yeah.
Ike Honoka.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were the top 3 winners or whatever for that. So I guess out of those 3 though, they picked Mako as the main regular model, but the other 2 will also be showing up with her, like in I guess that first issue of it. So good for Mako. I think there was like pictures of her like a month ago, like of them going to like Shibuya. I guess that like during the interview, so you saw him like go to like Shibuya Tsutaya and like sign the poster there for the new single and stuff. Ryan's not here to comment, but he's probably really happy. But also, he's probably not going to buy the magazine anyway.
And he also probably didn't watch a single second of Showroom.
I guess this is the one that was like before they changed the rules, right? The gold.
Yeah, it was the last one.
The last free one.
With the throwing the stars.
Yeah. And then I guess going along with the showroom bullshit, I guess we talked about a little about the one that Iappion did. I think it's the same contest but a different round. But Yoshimin also is doing showroom bullshit. I think she got like second place like at the last minute in her round. Because like some SKE girl or STU girl like suddenly like spiked at the last minute to take first place. But you know, Yoshimin, I think she does a lot of showroom anyway, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
like every day.
Yeah. So at least, you know, hey, good for her to actually move on to the next round. Also, speaking of Yoshimin, I guess Jeff, you saw her at one of the events, or you only?
Oh yeah, so at the Osaka Handshake, the 2-shot day, I came out during one of my breaks, and I heard there's a piano, a street piano in the food court area of the mall next to the venue. I heard Nagisa Psycho. Well, I walked past the piano, and then then Nagisa Psycho started playing. I was like, huh. Oh, so who is it? A fan playing or something? Then I met up with Matt and them, and then when I went back into the venue, I walked past the piano again, and I noticed there was a girl playing, and then a guy filming her. It's like, oh wait, this should be like a staff or something. And I look at the piano, and there's Yoshimin. Then I realized, oh okay, earlier it was Yoshimin playing Nagisa Psycho, and then now she was playing like other classical pieces or something.
Yeah, and I guess that.
And then later they released a YouTube video of her like, oh, what if an idol like sneakily played a street piano? Would anyone notice? And the answer was a few people. Yes. I mean, in the video you can see there's a few fans watching.
Yeah. And then like clapping.
Actually, I'm in the video too. I'm briefly in the video. Like me walking past the piano at the beginning.
Yeah, that's on the YNN channel. I think it's where they posted that actually. So anyway, that's cool for her. Yeah, she's been doing that too. She's like been posting like random like I think TikToks or Twitter videos of her like going to random street pianos and playing music. Okay, there's that. Next, this is some kind of weird, like not NMB news, but it's Osaka news, and it probably will concern NMB in the near future. But yeah, I guess Osaka City, like passed, as I discussed, or I think they actually officially confirmed or whatever, that the YES Namba building over in Senichimai, so the building where NMB Theater is, the Yoshimoto Manzai Theater, that Don Quixote, the Pachinko is also part of that. That whole building is going to be getting remodeled, torn down and rebuilt. Did I say when exactly? I think maybe next year.
There's no date actually. Yeah. I'm checking the article again now. It's just been marked as part of a redevelopment district.
Yeah.
So like if you've been to the area around the theater, there was a building with like a Tower Records, Loft, and Muji. That building already has been closed down for renovation. Mm-hmm. And then then the block next to that where the theater is, that also got marked as for redevelopment. So sometime in the future, the same thing might happen. like, so we'll have to. NMB might need to find another theater.
Yeah.
There's no details about when or anything, so yeah. The thing I actually heard, like, I was talking with other fans, like the day before, like one of them told me, oh, like the building the theater is in is going to get redeveloped, and we might have to find a new theater. And then the next day was the official news. It's like, oh shit. How did he hear about it?
I was gonna say, yeah, I have an acquaintance who works for Yoshimoto. Like, he's like a small time comedian guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I guess he heard that like Yoshimoto was planning like to open up like another theater in Osaka somewhere. So.
Oh.
So.
Well, so that's probably more importantly is to replace the
Manzai Theater.
Yoshimoto Manzai Theater, which is in the fifth floor of the YES Namba building. Because that's what it's like known for, the like young up and coming comedians. There's like a whole fandom of like, especially girls who like to go see the young comedian dudes.
Yeah, usually if you see like a bunch of like young
and
girls,
they make
like,
uchiwa.
Yeah, if you see like a bunch of like young girls like coming out of like the Don Quixote, like while like you're lining up for NB theater show, usually just because they're going to go watch that show, and not NB. And then like sometimes you'll see like random people, whatever, like they'll see the NMB theater or whatever, like, oh, I heard of them, or that's like an AKB thing, right?
Like, oh, I know Nagisa.
Yeah. But yeah, and I guess like they just renovated the Namba Grand Kagetsu like 5 years ago, so.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think it was like in the middle of like. I mean, we didn't really go to Namba that often, right? Like 5 years ago, right? Like 2018 or so.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it makes you wonder, like, where will they move the NMB theater? Assuming it's going to get moved. Like, will they move to the YES theater, which is where they already do, like, they do some Manzai shows. They do a lot of comedy shows there, but that's also where they do, like, Mera Mera and Bachi Bachi NMB once a month.
Some groups actually use that for concerts. Like, I've seen Chica Idol groups use it.
Sayaka did, like, her birthday, like, party thing there this year, back in July. Actually, I think it was the same day as as the summer concert. It's actually kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like HKT has moved their theater a few times,
and like
STU
doesn't have
yeah, since they lost their boat, they like rent small venues in random places. But then because of that, they can't have theater shows very frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because like NMB theater is only for NMB, so we can always have, the dressing rooms and all the stuff set up for the members to practice and stuff. So if we don't have a dedicated place, then it might be hard to have the same like frequency of theater shows. Which is how the whole NMB and the whole 48 model operates on, like, seeing the members perform frequently and watching them improve and all that.
Yeah, because I think, S-Key, like, they renovated their theater, like, 10 years ago. I remember. I think NGT might have moved, or they're still in the same place, I'm not sure, but no one really cares about NGT. And I saw AKB recently repainted the columns that had, like, all, like, deteriorated with mold and shit, and then they put up the tape again. But yeah. Oh,
you mean in the theater? Or
like, they didn't actually renovate the building, but like they repainted the columns, the pillars,
the pillars that block your view,
because they're all moldy and shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, and also STU lost their ship.
Yeah, we mentioned that. Yeah, it makes you wonder. Where are they going to move the NMB theater? Like, the YES theater has both its good points and bad points, I feel. So good points, it's a lot of seats, so winning a theater show won't be that hard. The bad points, it's also it has a lot of seats. That means they're probably not going to be selling out that easily either. And also, the seats are kind of far away. They're like definitely not as close as the NMB theater seats. The seats are more comfortable, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah, and obviously they would probably still want. Right now, they use it for a lot of other things, so we would have to compete with that schedule.
Yeah.
But then I don't know if Yoshimoto would like invest in finding a dedicated place for NMB.
Yeah. Because they also own like those other ones, like in the Cool Japan Park, they own like the WW Hall and the TT Hall and the SS Hall.
Yeah.
But those are like 700 seat venues and stuff, so probably not the most ideal either.
Yeah, nothing from NMB itself about this news. And then the news itself is still just very few details, so wait and see.
Yeah. So maybe like next year we might hear something about this, but who knows. So Haru Karen, she's been like, if you know something about Karen, she always like promote whatever thing she likes constantly, nonstop. And sometimes it works out, sometimes she gets deals, like, she was talking about Oryx Buffaloes Forever, and then finally got to be able to do the opening pitch for them. And then one of her favorite clothing brands is Dazzlin. So, she always like posts like her wearing that like on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. Well, looks like she's finally getting a collab with Dazzlin. She's like posted a couple like teaser clips of her like looking at like outfits and designs and stuff. And just keeps on saying like coming soon. So, good for her for hustling. Also going along with the fashion stuff, Mikana is in Kansai collection next March again. This will be, I guess,
along with
Loki, former NMB member,
and Karin.
And Ryan will not go again.
He'll not go to the, but he'll still complain. Why doesn't Mikana have real work or whatever? Yeah, in more Mikana news, the photo style book thing that they like randomly announced in the middle of the team concerts back in the summer. That's when they first announced this, the And Mikana book. They finally has a release date. It's coming out very soon. It's coming out November 21st. And apparently it's volume 1, so I guess that means multiple will be coming out. So I think we speculate it might be like quarterly or seasonally or something. We don't know how long they'll do this. But they will also be doing Watashikai, so like handover events where you go and Mikana will hand the book over to you. So they should be doing one of those at Tsutaya Ebisubashi on November 24th. And then they'll also be doing one at Tower Records Ikebukuro on November 26th. Apparently, I guess the Tokyo one, the Ikebukuro one, was so popular that they added like a second slot for that.
Third slot,
actually. A third slot even. Oh, wow.
2 slots sold out, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Thanks to Ryan. Still
on the same date?
Yeah, same day. It's just after the second slot.
So, yeah. So, will you go, Matt?
Hell no.
Just to see... No, you should go just to see Ryan.
Well, just go watch Ryan.
Get his immediate reaction.
Yeah, I think Fox will go, I think.
Yeah. I wanted to go, actually, but then I'm traveling during those dates. I can, like... If I really, really want to, I can go to the Tokyo one. I'm in Yokohama that afternoon, but I don't think the timing will work out.
Yeah.
But I'll buy the book anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no interest, and also I just don't want to spend the train fare just to go down to Tokyo and come back. Even if it is for like a joke. Yeah. Also, speaking of books that are coming out, this was announced like I think a couple months ago. We just kept on forgetting to talk about it. But yeah, there's actually I think was it like the Asahi newspaper or whatever? It's like that regular feature that Reiko and then even Karen were doing.
It's Kansai Walker.
Okay. Yeah.
Kansai Walker.
Yeah, there's like this regular feature where like Reiko and Karen would like talk about like the different like NMB like costumes and uniforms. Like every month or something. Well, now they're putting out a NMB Costume Encyclopedia. So you get to see all the different NMB costumes, which sounds pretty cool. And that is coming out on December 26th. So they announced it. Yeah, they announced this like a couple months ago. But they also announced that they were going to be doing a Watashikai. Actually, it was really weird. Like I think they announced the Watashikai, and we're already selling tickets for it, but they hadn't announced the members yet. So it's kind of like a weird, like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And I think people had some thoughts. Oh, it's probably going to be Sabatsu members, or is it going to be top members or something? But kind of a weird selection of members for this. I guess they are Senbatsu. But yeah, they'll be doing a Watashikai at Tsutaya Ebisubashi in January. So January 13th. They'll be having Sakatan, Kato, and Karen will be doing it. And then on January 14th, they'll be having Mighty, Reiko, and Mew. So that's why I thought it was kind of a random. Like, okay, Karen and Reiko makes sense, sure. Because they're the main ones that are promoting it. Sakatan, Kato, okay. Mighty, I guess because, she's the next Shibuya Nagisa, okay. Mew is kind of very random, yeah.
But Mew is a model now. She got that, I don't remember the title, but she and Shinshin and Karen or somebody were like, Mew like actually has fashion modeling now, not just gravy.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Number one Mew fan doesn't know about this.
Fake fan.
Fake fan, yeah. Yeah. But I have not bought my tickets for this yet, but I'm most likely probably going to this. Just because
good fan, good fan. Because it's Karen's
there, Mew's there.
I might as well go to this. I think if the date of Wakatanse is near.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was going to. Because
yeah, so I might be able to go.
I was thinking going around the same time as well because Misaki Seitansai will also be around that time. That was basically the original reason I'd be going. Because her actual birthday is on the 13th, which most likely will not be on that day because Sakatan and Kato there, so B2 got their centers. Probably not going to happen. So maybe it might happen on the 14th. I'm hoping. But with my luck, they'll probably fuck me over. Be like, oh no, we're going to do it on like the Tuesday or the Thursday after, and it'll be waste. Well, yeah, I'll try to buy those and go to those. They're still selling them. You can still buy them. I think you have until like sometime in December to buy the tickets. Yeah, and they haven't sold out last time I checked. So they're doing like 3 or 4 slots of those, like in the afternoon and early evening. So yeah.
I don't think it'll sell out.
Hater.
But...
You don't think? Hey, Mew is like the best seller. It's selling better than all these members.
Well, I mean, yeah, Mew is quite popular. Mew is quite popular.
I mean, like personally, I'll buy the book for sure, and then depending. Oh, they already announced the like postcard bonuses too, so I'm gonna get that, I guess.
No Watashikai.
And like, if the schedule works out, maybe I'll go to the Watashikai because you're there.
It's a weekend,
but I mean, I don't really want to meet these members.
You like Reiko?
Reiko maybe, but then
you're the reason why she gets Gravity work.
You
send postcards about Reiko.
Yes, sure, okay. That's my contribution. I don't need to buy this for her then.
No, you have to tell her, hey, you're the reason why you got Gravity work.
I thought about I went to Reiko's Handshake for the first time with Fox, and I thought about telling her that, but I decided no. It's a little weird, especially the first time.
Yeah, that might be weird, yeah. I'm also having like some hesitations with something I want to tell a certain member later. Anyway, I'll walk up on. She might think it's a funny story, though, about her family.
Okay.
Yeah. She might think it's funny. I mean, well, I'll tell the story from my perspective. She might think it's funny. Anyway.
Yeah.
She might be cool. She seems cool. And also, it's like not the first time seeing, hey, that's kind of weird. Anyway, yeah. So I will do that. Also happening on January 14th, Kojimakari.
Oh, yeah.
Kojirin is getting a solo concert, 2 solo concerts. One on January 14th and one on March 3rd. And these will be at Osaka Cool Japan Park TT Hall. So I mentioned this before. Yeah, these are like the little like kind of small venues. But yeah, good for Kojirin. It seems kind of I don't know. I guess this is the Kojirin super push arc, I guess, or whatever. Kojirin's their future. Nagisa's gone, so now we have to rely on Kojirin.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not surprised she got a solo concert. And then 2 shows is not so surprising either, especially since TT Hall is kind of small.
Yeah.
But what's really weird is it's almost 2 months apart. Like, is it gonna be the same concert twice? I doubt it, if it's this far apart. So I guess people should go to both if they're big Kojirin fans.
Yeah, Chao should go.
Yeah, they're both weekends, actually. They're both on Sunday.
Yeah. Maybe Danceable will show up. So Jeff has to go.
I'm not like Takumi. Go for a chance of Yuri showing up.
Yeah. Anyway, that's good for her. Makes me wonder, maybe next year might be a little interesting. I'm not sure interesting, but I might be a little sus of Kojirin in the
Center
in the coming year.
Grad.
Yeah, center single maybe, or some announcement.
Grad single. Another grad single.
Yep, back to back. So there's that. Also, NMB was on some music shows recently. So on October 31st, there was Osaka Melody, which is like a show that NMB appears on pretty regularly. Like they have a bunch of like Osaka and like Kansai artists all show up. For this, sometimes recently, like they're just like backup members for like random songs, But this time, because I guess Nagisa's graduating, they actually had a whole like mini medley. They called it a medley, but it was only Nagaichi and then Nagisa Saiko. But the cool thing about this was it had 40 NMB members participating. So essentially everyone except for most Knife Gens. Because I think Knife Gens had a show that day.
Yeah,
that's the show you went to.
Had a show that day. Yeah.
But then like Raypon and Wakatan and I think another...
Raypon, Wakatan.
I think, was it Manamin?
And then Nihei Manamin.
Yeah, super random.
I think it's like whoever was free.
And then Miyochi. So like all the promoted members performed except Miyochi. So the sad thing is that she has a a radio show every Tuesday now on ABC Radio. But because it's like her show is like the show that replaces the baseball broadcasts in the off season. But because Hanshin was in the Japan series, like they said, oh, if the game is rained out, then we will have her show. So she has to stand by to be prepared. But like there was like no rain in the forecast, so she knew that day. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna be sitting at home watching all the other members perform on TV. So that was pretty sad.
That's what you get for having real work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, because it was the first music show for like a bunch of members, right? Yeah. Like 7th and 8th gens.
Yeah, because almost all of them appear.
Yeah.
But luckily,
they had another chance with best
2 weeks later.
There's another
best hits Kayosai, which this is also like a pretty big like annual music show. 2 years ago, NMB debuted Muchujin on the show. So of course, this was performed at Osaka Joe Hall. And actually, you could actually go and watch there. Get tickets for it if you wanted to.
Yeah. Like in the rooms, like each member's fan club thing, they had a post. Like you had to be a paying rooms member to apply for this. To go a lottery to go watch the music show recording. But it was weird because you had to like pick up the tickets from the theater several days before. So it's kind of impossible if you don't live in Kansai.
But there was like a lot of promotion with this, where like they had these little like paper heart things that you could write messages on. and they were collecting them like at the theater, and I think even like at the YTV
the
studio
Handshake
and stuff.
event.
Yeah, even the Handshake event as well.
Yeah, the chicken.
And then they dropped them during the performance. But then, yeah, also the other thing was they had all the NMB members, except for Anon, show up to this.
Yeah, because Anon has a play that started the next day, i.e. today.
Jeff's not there.
I'm going tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, in addition to because they did Nagisa Cycle there, but then they also did like some other songs. They did like the TikTok song, the Chew.
Yeah, Senbatsu.
Yeah, they did the
Senbatsu.
Kawaii Kotego Men from Honey Walks. Yeah.
Senbatsu, but no Nagisa, because I think she already left.
Yeah, apparently she had to like take the Shinkansen to go to Tokyo, because this morning she had a live show or something.
Okay. Yeah, but then during Nagisa Psycho, almost all camera focus on Nagisa.
Yeah, because she came up to like a special stage in the middle of the arena, and then everyone else was in the background on the main stage.
And then
I feel like Nagisa in the backstage.
Yeah, it was like when she ran towards the smaller stage or whatever, she was like high-fiving all the Kinkyusei. So it was Knife Jin plus Pikarun, you could see her as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, they got more screen time than like the promoted members.
Well, also, good for Pikarun because she's finally back performing.
Kinda, yeah. So that happened.
Enjoy the last music show.
Yeah, that's
for NMB ever.
Yeah, that's kind of take away from this sad thing. Is it's like the last like big music show NMB will show up in. Okay. Alright, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the new team, Shonichis. And we are back. So next, we're going to talk about the new teams. They had their first performances, the Shonichis. So we watched those. Some of us watched them in person, even. But yeah, so we're going to go in order when it happened. So first in. So, we kind of talked about this, like, before with the, like, we tried to predict who was going to be in the first show lineup or whatever, which is fairly predictable, but, kind of gets not...
Yeah, it basically just followed the order in the concerts recently at 13th anniversary.
I guess the only surprise, kind of, was, Mihi and Sakura managed to get into the thing because Nagisa didn't,
for one, Nagisa is not performing.
Yeah, which I guess just left Ami out.
Yep.
So that sucked, but yeah. Anyway, we'll just go through the set list or so on. So, any songs that jump out at you? I'm just going to mention them real quickly, and then we'll come back and stop for any ones you want to mention. So, they start off with they do NMB Sanjo, and then Mammoth, and then Ibitsu na Shinju, and then Heart no Dashutsu Game. And so that was like the first part. They do 4 songs, and then they break out into the units with Tanjobi Tango, Kiseki wa Mani Awanai, Okami to Pride, Ayamachi. So they do 4 unit songs. And then they do Hate, Doko ka te Kisu, Skoshi Nigai Jinsei Sodan, Yobisute Fantasy, and then New Ship. And that's like it for the main part. And then for the encore, they do 1, 2, 3, 4 Yoroshiku, Nagisa Cycle, and Jinx to Genkatsuki. And then a final song being Zuto Zuto. And then they announced that the set list, or the stage name is In Ship, with a New Ship being kind of like the flagship song for this, I guess. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the set list?
Yeah, so we watched it, like, a bunch of people on Discord watched it together. And overall, the reaction was pretty negative. So, for me overall, it's very unbalanced. It feels one more thing. You pointed out there's 4 units now, even though it's still 10 members.
Mm-hmm.
So we split. So each unit on average has fewer members. So each member gets more featured. So I like that.
Yeah.
And then in the opening block, instead of 3, there's 4 songs now. And so watching it live the first time, this was the first Shonichi, we didn't know it was going to be 4 songs. So the set list felt super weird. So NMB Sanjo's, I think that's fine for a first song. AKB Sanjo is pretty popular. It's known as a cool song. And they did the thing with like flashlights on their gloves, and they're like swinging around and like searchlights in the dark. So it looks pretty cool. I imagine.
Well, that's normal for Sanjo song.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean on JKT also do the same thing.
Okay.
For JKT Sanjo, yeah. So. So it's a trademark for the song.
I heard some member talked in Showroom about how it's actually like a fishing gear, like those flashlights on gloves or something. Yeah, anyway. Then the second song is what I don't like. This is like the worst thing when I see a theater show. It's like a super obscure, like old AKB song. And it's like kind of not a super cool dance song. It's like, I don't know, trying to be like cool, picking some hipster song. I don't know. I really don't like this song. Then the third one, Ibitsuna Shinju, is from Mokugekisha, which Team N did before, the Yamamoto Team N. It's okay. It's one of the like later songs in the set list. And then I was really surprised they picked this as the third song. I thought it was going to be the last in the opening block. And it's like kind of a chill song. You expect like a hype song in the last song of this block, but so it turns out there's a 4th song, so Heart no Dashutsu Game, which I never heard before, but it's not bad. It's catchy, and you can do cheers really easily. So I think it's a good way to close out. But so far the first 4 really were the same reaction I had to the previous Team N stage, Muchu Live. They picked like some really dark and like
try hard.
Try hard songs that are hard to get into, especially the first time you see it when you don't know the song. Like, so I just watched today. There was the second Team N show. I watched it. And now that I know what to expect, it's a little bit more enjoyable. But it's still, compared to the other 2 shows, I don't really like this opening block. And then notably none of these so far are NMB songs. And then the 4 units are not NMB songs either, which again is another reason I didn't like Muchu Live. Too many AKB songs. Like, this is NMB. I want to see NMB songs.
Yes.
And then the songs they picked, like Tanjiro Tango, is like super obscure, never heard of it before. Kiseki is famous, is from Reset, but in my opinion, it's overdone.
That's always your complaint.
It's like, it reminds, it's like Tanigawa Airi is too strong of an image for me.
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say about this. Like, I mean, I really like this song because it's really fun and very good. But I definitely feel like it was they miscast this unit. Because, again, as you mentioned, Tanigawa Airi is before, because the OG NMB version, is Airi, Momoka, and Anju, right? So, like, you're kind of Ikemen, Lady Killer types, right? Yeah. So with this, they kind of went with more, cute members, kind of on Sakura. Miki.
Yeah, but still like good dancers. Out of these, it's like the good dancers, and like It's more like the young members who are also trying to be the cool dancers.
I
don't know.
I don't see it though.
It's a little odd, like shonen boyish. I don't know.
I still don't see it though. Like I think obviously for this, I think it probably would have been like obviously the obvious choice would be Kojirin, right? Kojirin, IP, and then maybe Mighty, or even like Yukino or Xenon.
Mighty got the you got sexy Mighty, so
yeah. But I think those three would have been like better choices than these three.
Actually, today, since 3 of the Shonichi members were gone, a lot of positions got shuffled, and Zeon centered this. And that was really good, actually. So, I don't know, I think I don't know how it's gonna be going forward, but it might be quite fluid. But then, like, it's just that I don't wanna, like, Shonichi, everyone's watching, it sets the first impression of the team. And as I said, as you watch it more times, you come to like songs that you didn't like before, you get used to it. But yeah, the first impression was not so great. Okami to Pride was the best, was a good change. Like, it's like somewhat well-known song, but then also fits the 2 members really well, Zeon and Yukino. And yeah. Ayamachi, yeah, it's pretty good. It's a Sayaka solo song with like a male vocalist from an AKB album, but then they made it Chihhi Koji. It's good. Only these 2. So the other thing is that the units were like picked for it felt like only these members could do it well. But yeah, as I said, we just had the second show today, and then they changed up the units already, and then it was okay. I don't know. It's
yeah.
It's, to sum it up, it's like try hard, like trying to pick obscure songs that are like, oh, this song is like the perfect one. Trust me. I don't know. But then like the fans don't really buy into it.
Yeah. So I have Hot Day like asterisk here because that's like the first actual NMB song that they do in the set list.
Yes.
So it's the 9th song before you get to an NMB song, unless you count NMB Sanjo, which kind of counts, but else doesn't count.
It's just changing the word AKB.
It's kind of every group song.
It doesn't count.
It's like Hot Day being your first NMB song. It's like so late before you get to that. Like I mean, Muchu Lib.
So
like Kyusen Kyote, I think was like the first proper NMB song.
Yeah. So actually, yeah, it's exactly the same as Muchu Live, but then I actually like this block a lot. So Hot Day, well, personally, because it's a Kawakami Team N song, but they never performed it because it's from Date Date Date,
Yep.
and then that's when COVID hit. So they stopped theater shows.
I'll say I really like this performance.
They never performed it in the concerts.
It's quite good though. I think Kojirin kills that solo.
It should be Ocarina.
Anyway, yeah, that's probably the highlight for that part. Yeah, of course, yeah, I didn't get like some of the weird songs here.
Dokuka de Kiso. So the cool thing is that originally Kusaka Konomi, the 3rd gen member, when she was in the group, she did some choreography, and this was one song she did. But then now after graduating, she's like a professional choreographer, dance teacher, and they brought her back to teach the song. So that was cool. Like they tweeted a picture of her with the members. And yeah, it's a Team N song, so yes, this is what we want to see. And then the next one, Skoshi Nigai Jinsei Sodan, is from Coco 10.
Yeah.
It's like in the encore, so it's like kind of obscure, but it's pretty good. And then there's this one part where they actually call out the name of a person in the audience. It used to be that whoever got the ticket number 48, they called that name. It's like your first name too. So it's like you're watching the show and then suddenly they call like I don't know, Takeshi or something.
Do they still do that or no?
Yeah, they brought it back.
Okay. So now I gotta hope we get 48. And they had to read
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually. I don't think it's number 48. Yeah, but I wonder what they'll do for foreigners. Just like completely give up. Like, oh, we can't read this.
Gaijin-san. That's if Ami does it. That's if Ami does it.
Bobby Bubebo.
Yep. Yeah, Yobisute Fantasy. It was a real random poll, but it's a good song.
Yeah, it's super random.
Yeah, it's random.
Yeah, it's.
But then the next one is also
hype.
random.
Oh, so one thing to note is that after Yobisute Fantasy, so it's the end of that 4-song block. Normally they have the MC here, but they're doing the same thing that Muchu Live did and not having an MC. Yeah. They just go straight into New Ship.
Yep.
But it feels really weird because in Muchu Live, at least like the MC after the units, they made that really long. But then here they don't have the extra long MC. And they wait until like after before the last song in the encore to do another MC. So I just watched it today. It felt really weird. Like, I don't know, just stick to the original MC format. Yeah. But New Ship, so I never heard the song before, but
what, really?
It's not bad.
Big fan.
I haven't watched JKT.
No, this is AKB. It's like Jurina's like song when they original
it's Jurina and Melody double center song.
I hated Jurina.
Yeah. This is like from 2010 or so. It was like
yeah, so I became a fan in like 2013, 14. So songs before that, a lot of them I don't know. Yeah. And then like there was a period when I listened to a bunch of AKB albums and like coupling songs, so I know those.
Yeah.
And like concerts.
Yeah, I only knew this song mainly because this is the first song Melody got into AKB.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember.
That's why it's quite famous in JKT.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when they like pulled groups from all the sister groups.
Yeah. It's like when they kind of started doing like the whole like pulling the aces from each sister group and like establishing the new generation of 48 group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Ponzi scheme.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Actually, this whole time, like I was like, okay. Cause I kind of had the theory that the songs they randomly did at the 13th anniversary concert, I'm guessing like one of the songs will probably be in the set list or so. So I think like
you were hoping that, especially because you love this song.
Yeah. I was like, "Where's 1, 2, 3, 4 Yoshku?" And it was like halfway through like the middle of the ending section or whatever, and then the encore started, and that was the first song that they do. So
and you were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, there you go.
Yep. So it is hype song, but I don't like the fact that they're coming out wearing the Team N shirts, but they're doing an SKE song. It's like we represent NMB, we're the flagship team, but we are doing an SKE song. That's the biggest problem I have with this.
Yeah, I think they only the one who had encore t-shirt among others.
Yeah, all the other teams actually just wear another outfit.
Another outfit, yeah.
It's the opposite of the last teams.
At least
where N didn't have a t-shirt, but the other teams did.
Yeah. But then N wore the same outfit as the second half of the show. It's really stupid.
Yeah. And then then they do then they get some more NMB songs. The other remaining NMB songs that they have to do.
Yeah.
Which is kind of expected. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess
and then last one Zuto Zuto. It's they did it in
last one is nice.
It's okay, but it's a little bit overdone. Yeah, I don't know. It's like
Even though Chihhi
too easy
sent
of a
her.
choice, you know. That's the only thing that saves it.
Well, it's a kind of safe choice to say to close a show.
Yeah, it's safe, but it's like too safe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way better than
That's the problem.
the last Team N's final song, right?
What?
It's better than Mushu Live's last song.
Dakishimi Chaikin.
The Mochu Life. Yeah.
Dakishimi. I love Dakishimi Chaikin. That's a good choice.
Nah, it's like too depressing.
It's so upbeat, but the lyrics are depressing.
Yeah, that's why.
All right.
All right.
Oh, also, we didn't mention the Team N. So, actually, all the teams had new outfits, but so Team N's is like
The worst.
bright yellow and purple and like red and blue.
It is
leopard
it
print.
is too bright.
It's like a bunch of like colorful like patches. So a lot of people would say it looks like a clown costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very NMB, that's for sure. And then they said the red and blue represents Myaku Myaku, which is the mascot for the Osaka Expo 2025.
So random.
It's just like, please, like, let us
Please invite us.
do more promotion work for them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall, I'd probably say N is probably the weakest of the songs of the new teams so far.
Yeah.
And also, I have like no reason to go to an N show because I have no favorites in this lineup. But even then,
Kojirin performed today.
Oh yeah. But even then, the set list doesn't really do much for me either. But yeah,
You should just go for Yobiste Fantasy.
and then leave right after.
Or Jinsei Sodan, and they call your name.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I only like the opening and the ending song.
Yeah, I think only
like Sanjo and Suto Suto.
I think that probably only the back half. Yeah, I think the only reason I would like go see this is like I'm in Osaka and it's like the only theater show playing while I'm there. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I still didn't understand why they choose N-ship as the name.
Well, she explained. It means
So
it means friendship. It means leadership.
Yeah.
It means
This is
sportsmanship.
kinda,
Yeah, they think you can add ship to
that's much,
any
yeah.
word, and that makes it like a noun. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So next, let's move on to Team M. So for this, the lineup was also slightly nerve-wracking for some people. It seems like Hono barely made the cut.
Yeah, she's last position.
Yeah, with basically Miyochi and Miki being the only ones that did not get in. But yeah, so yeah, we'll go over the set list real quick. So they start off with Koi Isoge, Kufuku de Reinai wo Suru na Shamu Neko, which I keep on calling Jam Neko for some reason. I don't know. The katakana is weird. Wink no Judan, and then they do the units with Kuroi Tenshi, Scandalous ni Iko, Wagamama Collection, Aishiteru Toka. So yeah, 4 songs for the units, and then the back half they do Heart Areki, Doshaburi no Seishu no Nakade, Sobakasu no Kiss, Iwake Maybe, and Shokuin Shitsu ni Ikubeki ka. And then to break down to the encore with Mashin Dive, Nagisa Cycle, Migi ni Shiteru Ring, and end it with After Rain. And the stage name for Team M is M No Sign. So we're kind of seeing a pattern here with the team names. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the set list for M?
This is fucking amazing.
Actually, no, it's kind of weird that they ended with M coupling song instead of other song. Because the other team use the coupling song at
Yeah,
during encore, right?
Yeah.
But in this in the setlist, M use it as the ending
Yeah.
of
So
main
I think this
performance.
is the trick to make sure you keep doing this song and you don't change it when there's the next single. I don't know.
Mm.
Or maybe they have to change. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I don't know, they just feel like it fits better here, I guess.
Yeah. I guess starting with Koyo Usuge. Hey, it's an NMB song, so they start off with an NMB song at
Yes.
least. So.
That automatically makes this was like way better than N when we were all watching. Yeah, it's really upbeat and like it's like classic Team N song. And like personally, like that's when I really got into NMB, like with Fujie Team M. And then next is Kufuku de Nayo Suruna. It's actually it's a B2 song, but so actually this Team M has the oldest average age. Like Hono is the youngest member and she's 19. So their whole theme is like otona kawaii, so like kind of mature but cute. So it's like, yeah, this is a good song because it's about, you know, there's a lot of songs about like relationships and stuff, falling in love and all that stuff. And then like the next one, Shamuneko, is kind of like sexy song, adult, more mature song. So it's like it's not NMB, but it fits them really well, I think. And it's a Team K song. So
Was it K or was it in...
Isn't it K?
I don't know, I can't remember. It was Koji Haru, I think, was the center. And also it was in the Kyun Mart set list, because that was Karen's
oh yeah,
unit song or whatever.
I never watched. I don't think of that because I never watched it.
Yes.
It's from where's the original? It's from K4,
Oh, okay.
I think.
For some reason, I guess it was Koji Haru did it at one point, and that's why Karen likes that song, because she's a Koji Haru mark. Anyway, yeah. So I was like, when she didn't get center for this, I'm like, oh, Karen was robbed.
It was Sadharu, isn't it?
More reason to hate Sadharu.
Stolen.
Yeah. All right. Wink no Judan.
And then Wink no Judan. So it's an AKB song, but then Wink. So it was in the Osaka Damashi
the Miru
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously as a Wink fan, I associate Wink with this. So I was really happy to see it was like Reiko and Mikana had parallel positions in this. That was cool.
All right.
It's the opening block was really good, you know, good flow of like cute songs, more like mature song, and then a cool dance song. Then the units insert step on me emote here. Kuroi Tenshi with Mikana, Miu, and Hono. So like when we heard the intro, it was like, oh my god, Mikana doing Kuroi Tenshi. Like I feel like she has done it in concerts before, but I think actually no. But that's just how well this fits her. So yeah, I think everyone thought this was a pretty good choice. Mikana and Miu, and then Hono. It's it's obviously out of her.
Hono is representable. You can represent with anyone.
It's out of her comfort zone, but you know, some people are looking forward to her going from B2 where she. It was like all very upbeat songs, and now she has to learn to do like sexy songs. But I mean, she's pretty mature. She's like, she might grow into this character. We'll see.
Then next was My Time to Shine, Scandalous ni Uko. I really like the song. Jeff hates the song because it's overdone.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though Mocha did it
Yeah.
a lot.
This was also a Kojiharu and Yuko original song. So of course Karan was in here, so that's good. Yeah, they had Reiko and Karan, so they had the Harada Kombi, is what they called it. Yeah. And actually, it's really cool because I guess Karan wore pink and Reiko wore blue, and that's actually their pen like colors, and that's also their the color that the members wear for the song as well. So really easy to remember.
Yeah. Oh, and then so Reiko had a really interesting showroom the day after the show, where she's talked so much. She's like behind the scenes stuff. So the outfits were from when Nagisa and Kojirin did it during the tour, actually. But then the colors were reversed, like for the positions. But then they to make it fit Reiko and Karan, they switched the costumes. Yeah, and then these are made brand new for NMB, I think.
Yep. Yeah, and then next Wagamama Collection. So this also was like a throwback song for me. This is like from AKB's like first album.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a super cutesy
Yeah,
idol.
I didn't
song.
know it, but yeah.
Yeah,
it fits them.
Yeah, it definitely fits these members, Rei, Wakanyan, and Yunanan. And then Sadharu and Anju do Try Hard Bullshit. SK song.
So I didn't know this song. So apparently it's Furumarion, so like Furuhata Nao and Azuma Rion from SKE. But yeah, I liked it because I like these two members. I enjoy their performance. So this is a try hard song I can get behind. So yeah, Sadharu is going to graduate next month, so it'll be interesting to see who takes over. I really hope Yayoi can do this unit someday with Anju.
Yayoi?
Yeah. Not Chihhi.
When she performs in M. Chihhi has too much real work to... She'll barely perform N, let alone any other stages.
I think it will be less likely member from other team to do other team set list. Because the pattern that we saw so far is actually 9 gen that's gonna be replaced.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, even with the previous teams, like Reiko did a lot of subbing in N because she really wanted to. I think it's up to the members being proactive.
Yep.
Okay, so anyway, Team M did the normal MC pattern, so they had an MC after the units.
Yeah.
But then, the outfit, I was actually kind of disappointed by the second half outfits. It's the black ones with the
pink,
like polka dots, like pink, yellow, blue polka dots, right? But then, so their new outfit in the first part was amazing. It's like really cute, also a little bit like
BDMS
mature,
with chains and bells and stuff.
Not
yeah, but I think it didn't really suit anyone in Team M. Only suit maybe couple like Reiko.
The new outfit,
except for Reiko's
the new outfit.
Yeah, the new outfit. Yeah, but others kind of weird seeing them wearing this kind of costume.
Really?
Yeah,
no, I think Anju looked good. Like, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think Reiko should have had that ribbon though. The big dome ribbon did not suit her. That's more. I think there should have been more Karen.
Yeah, but then the second half outfit was a big disappointment for me. But anyway, yeah. So it starts with Heart Anarchy,
which is really random.
Yeah, but I mean, it does kind of fit like the mood of the song, I think. But then Yeah, I haven't heard it in forever because it was the single after Koisuru Fortune Cookie, right? And this was around when I was getting into AKB. So it's like kind of overshadowed by Koisuru Fortune Cookie for me.
Yeah.
It's like I haven't heard this in years. And then the dance is super weird in the chorus. Like swinging their arms around. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, this whole song was really weird even back then as well. It was a random. I mean, the other thing was also like the whole music video, which was like some weird like Beatles Spice World thing or whatever, with and all the members had like English names or foreign names or whatever.
Oh yeah, after the show they put up a Google form asking fans to suggest like nicknames for all the members in Team M.
I think it might have ended. I think like 16th is like the deadline or whatever.
Oh,
yeah. It ended yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't
November 16th.
I just kept making jokes, so like, we should give them all like really old names or stripper names because it's when you ask the internet for advice,
Anju should be.
It gives them like it's a bad idea. So you were saying about Anju?
Anju should be like Barbara or something.
Josephine.
Haran should be Karen.
Yeah.
Miyu should be Pamela.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a funny idea. So I guess they'll debut that, notify that. I guess at a future M show.
Yeah. Next one, Doshaburi. Good for being an NMB song. But it's a little, I don't know, it doesn't quite fit the mood of this set. It's a little bit like too cool. I don't know. But it's a good song. And then suddenly they switch to like super Genki songs, Soba Kasu no Kiss.
Yeah. All right, and then we get the
but then continued with Iwake
so
Maybe.
another like kind of teased, promised song or whatever because they did this at the concert as well.
Yeah, but I remember, this was pretty hype when we were watching it live, and then the crowd went crazy. Like they did the ooh ah, the like crazy, the chica
and the fuckboys are jumping
cheer
in their seats.
Yeah, and there's like the skida oremos, that cheer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then we already talked about
Shoquin. It's a pretty hype song to.
Yeah, and then we already talked about Shogun Shitsu, how it's in a weird spot. But yeah. Then the encore. Start with Mosh and Dive, so. Weird. It's like the same problem, like, because it's like an AKB song. I think HKT.
No, it's AKB.
Okay. Or like Team 4 or something.
It's like Mutotomo Center or something.
Yeah. It's very random. I guess hype-ish.
Oh no, sorry, it's Yuko and Mayu. I just remember Tomu from the music video. I don't know.
Alright. And then you have your single song, and then Migi ni Shiteru Ring.
This is excellent choice. Also Team M song.
Yeah. And then they end with After Rain, which this is a kind of like similar to the Muchulai Blue last song, like kind of like a weird, like kind of melancholy, but also like kind of like hopeful song.
Yeah,
I have like a core memory associated with this song because it's like the theme song to the third AKB documentary, like the credit song or whatever, and that's the first movie I saw in a Japanese movie theater when I first came to Japan. So
is it the No Flower Without Rain or something?
The 2013. It's the same one where like Tomochi announced graduation like in the documentary, and there's a press conference after that.
Oh, really?
And I think that's also the same day that Michan shaved her head. So like that got like overshadowed. But anyway, yeah.
For me, it's because Danceable named their last concert After Rain, and they did it as their last song, so that's why I know it. So I think it was a good ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was excellent.
Yeah, I think overall,
Especially after watching N the previous day.
yeah, I think overall probably the best of the set lists.
I want to go even though I don't have my Oshi's not here.
You have Anju.
I'll be a Miyochi Oshi for
Anju.
this.
You can root for Yunnan.
Or Reiko. Yeah. And obviously, it's going to be awkward.
Yeah.
It's going to be awkward for me when I go.
Oh, for you.
Yeah, because you have Karin and Mew and then Yunnan on there, so. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting if I go there. But, like, with Karin's, like, already missing, like, the next day for, like, the second show for M, so she's going to be on her weird schedule where she, like, doesn't do any M shows ever.
Too much real work, TM. Yeah, so then it's tomorrow actually. So Miyochi and Miki, who missed the Shonichi, are gonna perform. So it seemed like along with the
and also Nishiyuma, right?
Yeah, and then Misora, right?
Yeah, Misora Nishiyuma.
Yeah, so they're doing the pattern of like every second show, they're taking out some of the Shonichi members and letting the remaining team members plus some 9th gens perform.
Just because there's like not enough
So
members,
it's a little-
so they have to put some 9th gens in there.
Yeah, I'm sure like during rehearsal they brought like all the 9th gens as like backups in preparation because they know that they barely have enough members and then like they're gonna need subs right away. So I guess that's why they're letting everyone get their Shonichi out of the way quickly. Because it would be not fair to like have 9th gens perform before like the actual team members.
Justice for Nagisa.
Well,
that happened for Pikaru.
Well, Nagisa is special. Pikaru is also special.
And also Mochan.
No, Mochan's gonna perform in the next B2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay. So then next get to B2, which, so also kind of a nerve-wracking, like, okay, who's going to be in the Shonichi for this?
Yes.
Like, Misaki, Yayoi barely making the cut. So with, Risa and Sakuchan.
Sakuchan. And then Pikaru.
And then, Mochan, of course, not being in. I think because Mochan didn't join, that's the only reason why Misaki was able to get in, probably.
Yeah, if you follow the concert ranking, yeah, Yayoi was 10th, so she would have been barely in. And then Mochan was above her.
Yep.
But then they removed Mochan, so everyone slides up one.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. So then for this the set list, they do Seijun Philosophy.
Yeah, I went to this show, so yeah.
He knows it all well. Also, I guess Arda found this. I guess on the Monday, like on Matome or something, or 5chan or whatever. Like the set list actually leaked.
Yeah, actually, betting one day before the performance, someone actually posted the entire set list.
Yeah.
To the Matome, but then everyone didn't believe it, and
and then by the time you got to like
speculation,
by the time you get to like the
it's 100% accurate until unit songs being performed. It was 100% accurate.
No, I mean, like, some people are saying, somebody could have sat in Don Quixote and listened, because the soundproofing is not perfect from the theater to if they were rehearsing the previous day. Like, that's the least, like, tinfoil hat theory, because, like, otherwise it would involve some member or staff leaking it.
Yeah, that stuff,
it's kind of funny. Like, After I saw, like, because I think Arta shared it, and then, like, I got kind of disappointed because, like, now it's spoilers, right? Because, like, halfway through, like, oh yeah, this is pretty much the same. So some things that would have been nice to see the surprise happen naturally. So Jeff was lucky.
I didn't see that post. Yeah. I was lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Discord while we were watching it. Anyway, so get to the set list. So yeah, they do Seijun Philosophy, Kaisoku to Dotai Shiroku, Boyfriend no Tsukurikata, Sunglasses to Uchiake Banashi. And then for the units, they do Jukron to Pan, Tsundere, Wimbledon a Surete Te, Love Ash. And then after the units, they do Hyakunen Sakidemo, No Can, Mizu no Naka no Dendoritsu, Rakudayo Jinsei wa, Sugi no Season. And then they get to the encore, and they do Give Me 5, Nagisa Cycle, Koi no Heitare, and Yume e no Root. And then the title for the B2 set list. Even actually, like, I think Wakapon even mentioned, we had, in ship and imps no sign. What's B2 gonna be? But no, actually it's a Boku no Aoharu. So, which I guess if you
Aoharu is
Seishun
is a way.
Aoharu is basically Seishun.
It's a trendy way to say Seishun, which means youth. So it's the different reading of the kanji for Seishun.
Yeah, but they still keep using katakana.
Yeah, I mean it's because it's to specify that it's read as Aoharu and not Seishun.
Yeah.
So the theme of this is like youth and school.
Yeah.
Like they made a TikTok account, and then they've been posting stuff like videos introducing the members, and then they have a hashtag saying it's Deguchi Gakkyū, which means like grade, Deguchi, like the grade or class in school.
Yeah.
Using the Arabic number 2 instead of Roman numeral 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know what they're trying to do with that. It's really inconsistent. I think maybe they're afraid of because like sometimes Japanese people use the special character for the Roman numeral 2, and then sometimes people use II, so they just want to unify it as the Arabic numeral. But then the management doesn't even follow that when they write B2 on like the signs and stuff.
Well, I mean the official name is still B using Roman.
Yeah,
Roman. No.
I mean, I think it's fine for just the hashtag to do it, but then, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. How far do we go? Because, like, even the committees, when making the flower stand and, like, the sign, they used the Arabic numeral. So, I don't know. We'll see.
B2 or not B2? That is the question.
Yay.
Well, since there is no Team B anymore, we can say it as Team B.
We're the new B.
and then when AKB like remakes their teams, they have to be like B5 or something.
Isn't it like a vitamin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Overall, not a bad set list. There are like some fun parts in here.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I actually like how all the song is about yacht. Yeah, all the song has a yacht as a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, they're mostly very Genki fun songs.
It's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Well,
and also this is the first time that they didn't use the song from the concert.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
Yeah, so they didn't use Overtake.
No Ponytail Shushu. Yeah, I was very disappointed in that.
Well, I don't like Ponytail to Shushu is overrated. So
because you hate fun.
I'm happy about that. No. So Seijun Philosophy, like as the opening, was super hype. That's a good one to open with. And then the next one, Kaisoku. I never heard it before, but it was fun. You know, it's this type of song you can figure out. So I was there. You can figure out the cheer easily. So, you know, the crowd got pretty hyped up. And then, like, Boyfriend no Tsukurikata is, like, the school theme. It's like a school lesson of how to get a boyfriend. And I think, like, Yuina, like, there's a part where Yuina pretends to be the teacher or something.
Yeah, I think everyone has the role, and I think in Makochi they explain every member roles. Yuina and Wakapon as the teacher, and then the rest. Yeah, I don't know, some member become bad students, and others become anyone else.
And then Sunglass to Uchiage Banashi. Personally, I was really happy about this. Cause
it's such a rare song from
NMB it's
that rarely be performed.
It's actually 10 years old, and it was a Kenkyusei song. Like when it was back when Nagisa and Mocha were being pushed as the like Kenkyusei. So it's actually they're the centers, and then like the other members are a bunch of second and fourth gen Kenkyusei.
Also, that's
including
like the first.
Chihhi.
Yeah, it's also the first NMB song in the set list.
Yeah. The dance is really cute.
All right, then for the unit, so I got really hyped for Jukron Topan, which also played.
This was
so good.
This is really good. So it's not a cute song at all, but it's a. So in the MC after the units, they explained that for the senpai members, they picked songs that were really hard to dance, so to challenge themselves, not to get complacent. But yeah, when we heard the intro for this song, the whole crowd went ooh. Yeah.
Meanwhile, a bunch of people in Discord were like, what the fuck is this song? Like, you fucking idiots, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this song very well because Wakapon mentioned it several times in her articles.
Yeah, I know it very well because it's from the 9th anniversary concert with like the whole like artsy members on Chu.
Yeah, that was one of the best NMB concert songs ever. And also, it was Sayaka was in this
original,
and Rainyan, on the AKB album.
Yeah, and also on this performance, Keito and Yuina actually sang it quite well,
and danced it well too. Even though Yuina's like not really a dance member.
And also, at Anshu's like Konmari Live, Keito was in it with her for the song as well.
Oh yeah,
like Anshu was like playing like
she was like the weird.
Yeah, Anshu was like this like witch kind of person or whatever, and like Keito was like the young girl that got kidnapped or something.
Keito was literally a prop.
Yep.
Yeah, and then since Keito will be absent for 20, it will be question who will perform it then.
Yeah.
Some said it's gonna be Yayoi.
I would be so happy if she did, but I don't know. Yeah, out of the units, if I want Yayoi to do another one, it's Jukone, because I don't like the other songs. Okay, next, Tsundere. So, Sakatan, the real Tsundere. Real Gyaru.
Misaki actually quite funny wearing the sunglasses.
Yeah,
and
Yayoi too.
That outfit.
Because Yayoi has never done a song like this, so that was really fun. Actually, so I haven't watched I know this song, but I haven't watched a performance in a long time. I was actually disappointed in the beginning. They were wearing sunglasses. Like, wait, I hope they take it off midway because I want to see their faces. And luckily they do. After the first chorus. Yeah, so also there's cheers for this song, but like people either didn't know it or were too surprised by this song. But then halfway through, I started cheering, and then like on the stream, you can hear me leading other people.
You're the only one yelling Yayoi.
I was no, I led the people in front. I was sitting in the back, so my role is to cheer, so the people in front start cheering along. That's how you amplify yourself.
Player class.
Yes.
The back people are more important, are just as important as the front people.
Yes. It's a team effort.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then everyone loved the Wimbledon song.
Not me. I hate this song.
I don't really like it because I heard it so much during JKT theater. So yeah.
For me, it was the AKB rhythm game. It was one of the first SKE songs you unlock, so I heard it way too many times. I hate the fre fre fre.
Also, I guess we didn't mention this, but like during all the shonichis, like on the YNN, they were doing like member commentary streams or whatever. And the really funny part from this was I like Reiko was like fangirl early about this whole time, right? And then Anju thought like Wimbledon was like, well, because like one of the lines is like taking like a kobetsu lesson with the teacher or whatever.
Personal lesson.
One-on-one lesson. Yeah, with the teacher. And they're talking about tennis, but Hanju thought it was about Tetris. And everyone like looks at her like an idiot. And it was like a classic Hanju moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and then one thing I noticed is that this is a song that has cheers in the chorus. Like normally you don't cheer the member names in the chorus. Like there's parts where they sing one by one, so there's cheering. So that's one of the reasons it's popular. It's like super easy to cheer and get hyped. Yeah.
All right.
And then next.
Yeah. Next is Love S.
Yeah. I think like almost no one knew this song. But I remember it from the album.
Yeah, it's from AKB album.
It was
it's a Takamina and Sayane.
Yeah. I remember Sayaka was in it.
Duet. Yeah. So Wakapon as Takamina and Shiorin as Sayane.
Yeah, I tried to cheer in this song, but no one followed along.
Yeah, I mean, they also made a new costume for this song.
It's cool. Like, as they said, it's like not the members who normally don't do dance songs.
Yes, yeah.
They have to do this dance song. And then the lights in the theater were all like a rave. And then let's talk about the outfits. The new outfits for B2 are so good.
Yeah, I like the color. It's really fit the youth theme so much. The light blue.
Yeah, and there's like 3 different variations of them. So there's like
3 of the top and then 2 of the bottom.
3 of the bottom.
Like 2 on the bottom.
2 on the bottom. Yeah. Short and skirt.
Yeah, and then like there's like the poofy like sleeves, and there's like the off-shoulder sleeves, and then there's like the normal sleeves. Yeah.
Yes. Yayoi has the best combination.
No, it is Wakapon, including the small hat accessory.
You like the small hats.
And the butterfly earrings.
Yayoi has the angel wing hair clip.
Okay.
But then the second half outfit is like it's the same one that
it's just
the Team M.
It's
but
it's too normal.
Yeah, it's a good one, but it's a little bit disappointing because it's the same as what Team M did in the previous stage.
Who was it? Was it M or In that has like the I call it the almond croissant costume, but is it M? I think it's M, right? That has like the white uniform. Like they wore for the last B2 like second half during Almond Croissant.
Oh yeah, it's M.
M, yeah. Yeah, so it's like weird to keep on
Yeah,
bringing
yeah.
back
I
the
was,
same
cause I was saying, yeah. I was
Mm.
because it was I think it's the encore outfit for M.
Yeah. Well, no, they have the shirt.
So
yeah.
it's like white with like black
Yeah.
lace pattern or something. And then so the skirt, like the poofy skirt, there's a part that for B2 it was blue, but then they changed it to pink for M. So Hono is like basically wearing the same outfit, but with a slightly different color. Yeah.
Okay.
And then second half for
Yeah.
B2 starts with Hyakunen Saki Demo. So this was a big surprise, but I love this song, so I was really happy to see it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good song in Kokoten.
Yeah. Then the next song is No Kan.
Is No Can. I actually never heard
Yeah,
this
me
song before.
neither, but apparently Yayoi picked it. It's like an old AKB album song, I think. But it's like very cute, like easy to cheer to. So she picked it because she thought it would fit the team very well, and she was right.
Yep. And then we got the sexy bathtub song with no bathtub.
Sexy song. Sexy song with sexy light and expression.
Yeah, I just remember the music video. They're all like blindfolded and tied up. It's kind of a lot. So it was kind of a jar. The overall these four songs in this part were so different that they didn't flow together very well. It's too abrupt, like changing between each song. Like each song by itself is good, but the flow is not so good. It was nice to see. I do like it because I like, seeing the mature, sexy song. Like seeing their performance is nice, but then the flow, I don't know, they could have rearranged the set list somehow. Maybe like Hyakunen Saki Demo and then the Mizuno Naka and then No Kan, I don't know.
Yeah. But all's forgiven with Rockda Jinseiwa, which is a good song.
Love and peace, just because you can shout love and peace.
Yeah.
No, it's so repetitive.
Yeah.
It's too much for me.
It's a good HKT song.
Wait, isn't it HKT though?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, it's HKT.
Okay.
And they close it with Sugino Season.
It's like very standard idol song. It's not bad.
And this is like kind of like it's the theme song for the stage, right?
Yeah.
For the next generation.
The weird thing about this song, like I heard the title a lot. I haven't actually heard it that many times, but I remember the chorus.
Really?
Like the chorus, it's a good song, so I guess the chorus stuck in my mind somewhere for a long time.
I mean, I was getting used to with the Indonesian version of it. Yeah, so it's kind of familiar song to me.
Alright. And then I guess during the encore like break or whatever, they called out every B2 member.
Yeah, the fans did a cheer,
which it was
cheering for each.
Quite
it was so long.
Yeah, so I mean, even after we finished all the members, we kept cheering B2 for so long.
Yeah.
But then, so it was kind of weird. Like you usually don't do the member name cheer on the Shonichi. People usually do it in the Senshuraku, the last show.
At least there's no like awkward like silence, like when they call that peak under or something, right?
There was, I mean, it was kind of quiet, like for some of the 8th gens, because obviously you can tell, the fans of the Senpai members probably don't know the 8th gens as well. It was so, like, the guy leading the cheer would like say the name, but then some people were like, "Wait, who is he saying right now?"
Yeah.
Because his voice was kind of raspy.
Also, he
losing
said like
his voice.
Misaki twice. And I was like, oh wait, oh.
Yeah. I mean, we know why there's 2 Misakis.
Should have said Sakata instead. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And yeah, this is like when I saw the spoiler sheet, I was like really disappointed because like this would have been like super hyped to see like if you didn't know beforehand.
Yeah.
Give me 5.
Yeah, I can confirm it was super hype. I used to hate this song actually, but it's grown a lot after I watched it.
Would have been more hype. They came out with instruments. But they never do that though. They only do that for like the first, like when that song first came out.
Yeah, but it's like very high school themed, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
it fits this stage, this team.
It's the only good Sakura graduation song because it was like one of those songs that came out during the same time. It was like the spring release. Yeah. Okay. Mako, yeah.
Hey, what about Jun and Sakura?
It's close. It's second place. I won't even say it's a close second place, but it's at second place.
And then Nagisa Saiko, and then of course Koi no Hitare. So like if you remember they performed in the concert and they were that first time they like point the mic at the crowd, so obviously they wanted the crowd to shout Hitare after they sing. Hitare. So like people didn't do it so much at this show, but like in the second half of the song, some people started to get it and cheer along. But hopefully from now on, people will cheer the Hitare. Yeah.
Hitare.
All right. Yeah, and ending it with Yume no Root, kind of unusual choice.
Well, so the lyrics are all about like, some members take a long time to reach the top, taking a different route to their dreams, this and that. So it fits it fits this team because there's some members taking the fast route right now, some others who are taking the long route.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the senior in this group also mostly took the long road.
Yeah.
Besides Kaito
and Sakatan.
Yeah, it's basically those two, and then like Makochi and Ayapion are like on the intermediate route, and everyone else is still struggling.
Sakachan's being lapped, and Pikarun as well. This is like originally a Team 8 song. So yeah, it's just like that. So, they have the pom-poms at the end.
And then the people did the Team 8 style Chika Yakai cheering. Like the ooh ah, and then the Misaki, or whatever it is. Or the extra like Fibo Waipa. Yeah. So I'm just like, I know it's part of the song, but I don't want to fucking do Chika bullshit.
You've been infiltrated. Secret teammate fans.
I don't want to.
Actually, I think I remember Danielson having like a teammate bag. I saw him carrying that somewhere. Anyway.
Oh Jesus!
I guess because he liked you.
Yeah, I only want to do Chika's bullshit cheers at karaoke as a joke. I don't want to do it at the theater.
But yeah, that was
it's a good song to end on. It aside from the stupid cheer stuff.
Overall, I feel good about the B2. I think some good parts and some not as good parts in this one. But
yeah, compared to M, it's like more songs that are unfamiliar. But I mean, that's good on them for not just sticking to like the familiar, I guess.
But also way too
They
much
really
AKB,
dug deep
though.
on
Way too much AKB across the board for all these teams, though.
Yeah, there's a little
Not enough
too
NMB.
much AKB.
It's like, hey, if you like NMB, there is a stage for you. It's called Non-Variety.
Well, we need a new original set list.
I mean, today they just had the news that AKB's new original set list is delayed 2 months. And if you remember, like, Coco 10 was delayed like 5-6 times for a total of like almost 2 years. So you really can't expect anything.
Yeah, we can do it like SKE. Don't need to rely on AKB.
Yeah, well, that requires money.
Yeah. But hey, we will get all NMB song instead of AKB or
yeah. Well, I mean, they'll all be new songs that will become NMB songs. So, but in addition to like a lot of obscure AKB songs, like the main problem I have is the flow of the set list.
Yeah, like the back half.
Otherwise, it was good.
It's weird, yeah.
Otherwise, it's good, and I think I'm gonna go see it a lot.
Because you're a Yayoi fan.
Yeah, I think I can enjoy it and cheering for this stage, for the show.
Yeah.
Compared to others two teams.
Yeah, of course, I have some favorite members in here as well, so it's going to be fun and awkward as well. I already told Yuina about Misaki, so it was kind of a fun reaction with that.
She was shocked that you liked Misaki.
I mean, shouldn't be, right? But okay.
Actually, I told...
I mean, it would be quite
obvious. I told Yuina, like, oh, Yayoi-chan yoroshiku, and she was like, hey, you've been, like, adding too many members recently. And then she was like, what rank am I now? I was like, hey, I go to Labigurume the most. And then ended.
Yep.
And then Baku said, like, Baku was after me, and then Yuina said to him, like, hey, I'm the second favorite now. And then Baku said, you're not the second, you're the third. And then she started asking him, like, oh, what about you? What rank am I for you? So yeah, Yuina normally is like back to Handshake talk, but Yuina is normally very friendly and fun, but then like she remembers stuff. She has a really good memory, so if you like, she might unleash some stuff on you at some point if you upset her.
I get it. That's why her and Yunanan are the same in some ways, but different.
No. That's why Baku likes them both.
Okay, yeah, so that was the Shonichis for the new team, so be exciting. I guess I don't know. Hopefully I might be able to see those in December when I go there for the concerts, the Nagisa concerts. If they do a show.
Oh, I hope you'll have to come on the weekdays, because every weekend in December is filled with online Hanashikai or the concerts.
Yeah, because I was planning...
And it's going to be full of rehearsal.
Yeah, I was planning to stay like a couple extra days after the concerts. Literally staying until like the next day, and then the next day I had to like, go back to America, or I'm going to America the next day, so it'd be a crazy schedule. But
you have to go back to Tokyo just to go to the airport.
Oh, no, I'm going back home, and then I'm gonna like the 21st is when I'm going to the US, but I'm staying in Osaka till the 20th. But yeah.
You should just flown from Kansai.
I didn't. I made these plans earlier before we knew about the concerts. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, on a quick note though of Nagisa graduation concerts and the Christmas concert, I guess we can do a quick little predictions. What do you guys expect at those shows? Because probably next time we'll meet will be after those concerts. get some kind of quick insights. They like released the titles for the concerts. So for the 2 days, the first day is Kono Sotsukan Zendai Mimon Sono Nai to wa.
So it's an Ogiri prompt.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah. Which, and then the second one's actually kind of funny. It's what was it? Kino wa gomenasai, kyou soko koso minasama e ai o komete. It's okay, sorry about yesterday. Here's my love for everyone, or whatever.
So yeah, I think the first one will be like comedy and like maybe even have the comedians as guests.
Yeah.
Like Mitorizu, Dayan,
Kamaitachi. You forgot the other one.
Kamaitachi, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Blanking
Yeah.
on names.
Maybe some other like comedians as well. Like, I mean, it's probably already overhill. But like, it'd be cool if she got Hamada, downtown Hamada, in there, because Sashi got downtown Matsumoto for her graduation concert. Just to complete the cycle.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah. Maybe she get some other members, get some other comedians though. Obviously, I think everyone's expecting guest members, so like probably either former 4th gen members,
all of 4th gen,
Quintet,
of course, yeah.
Quintet's members.
That's why Ryan has to come.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming for Nagisa, I guess. Apparently, allegedly. Yeah. Quintet definitely. We'll get like the Demo Mushi, whatever the fuck.
Tento
Mushi. Get Okada Nana to come.
Oh my god, no.
And all the other.
Oh my god, no.
Hey, remember she came to Yuri's graduation concert?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
But that was
AKB has a
before-
rule, no
yeah.
former members, but not NMB. not that Okada Nana was a former
But
member.
no, NB don't have that rule. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when they like realize, okay, a second concert will probably be the real grad concert or whatever. I thought like maybe the first concert would be like the first half of her, like the first 5 years of Nagisa's career, and the second concert would be like the second half of her career. But seems like they're containing it. They're segregating it. How about the Christmas party?
I mean, I think it's just gonna be
Yeah, just gonna
games or maybe some
normal
games,
concert.
and there's just gonna be a lot of time for the members to walk around in Santa outfits.
Well, they do like
Because
all
they have the whole premium
yeah.
seats with like the kameko, so they need to have a lot of kameko time.
Yeah. They'll do like all the like AKB Christmas songs they used to do back in the day. From like the 7-Eleven commercials and stuff. Maybe they can do some actual Christmas songs. Like Jingle Bells or whatever. I guess there's like some other like, winter-ish songs, right? You have
They could do
Pushizora,
that in the
Caravan.
acapella.
Yeah.
If they do the acapella corner, they could do actual Christmas songs.
They do Silent Night, everyone has like white pen lights or something.
Oh my god.
I guess Risa will probably get some special moment, I guess. For being the Christmas Eve. Risa, yep, that guy will be there. Yeah, it should be interesting. They did actually release or showed off that they actually started selling the goods for all these concerts already, like a whole month beforehand. Some interesting goods there.
They have three members who design goods. So Kato designed like a keychain. Miu designed a thing you can
They're like little stickers, I think.
like tie on. No, it's like a plastic. It's like a keychain, but then it's attached to a rubber band that you can stick around your pen light.
Hmm.
And then Chihhi designed towels that have the member's face and then the name, and then it has little colored bars on the top and bottom with their pen light colors. So that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a bath towel that has a bunch of ogiri written on it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, and there's also bento box.
Yep. There's like a hand towel with a like Nagisa and her cat May. Rest in peace, May. Like a drawing of it. It's kind of cute. Yeah, it seems like they kind of went all out with like the Nagisa goods. You got a plate light, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then the full size tapestry.
Yeah, for 10,000 yen.
Yeah, the life size.
Mm-hmm. They always do this for graduation concerts now.
Yeah, and then they got like I guess for the Christmas concert they got Christmas ornaments, but they're all random. So 800 yen if you want to try that. And then the hoodie with the cheetah tail on the back is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. I bought the Mew pin light decoration thing. I actually got like multiple ones, so I could put them on several pin lights. So I got like 2 of each or whatever. So there's that. That's cool. So yeah, I guess our schedule I think going forward is going to be a little wacky because of the concerts and then other plans, and then we also got like the Golden Takoyaki Awards coming up as well. So I don't know. Next month's going to be weird. We're going to have to figure out the schedule and how that's all going to work out. But yeah, if you have a question or comment for anything we talked about on this edition of NMB Takoyaki Party, you can leave a comment in the comment section on YouTube. You can also email us at nmbtakoyaki.party@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube or on your podcast platform of choice. Tell a friend about the show and all that stuff. And until next time, we'll see you later. Peace.